Hello and welcome to uh, recap um, of the Capper Comparison Picks for UFC 266. A little going off the hip here. Oh, there's Dave. Hey, Dave.
Hey.
We're already live. I know I just came in kind of late, real quick, but so what? So be it.
All good.
Look, it's a trap. You got your shirt.
Oh, I love it.
I
That's
love
awesome.
it. But
That's hilarious.
All right, the people are coming already. We got P Diz. He just put his full card picks on my channel as a comment. Love it. And we got Real MMA News. Appreciate it. Ty Garcia. Awesome, guys. I'm glad you guys come in and join us. So, Dave, did you get to watch weigh-ins?
I did. I just kind of snuck them in about 5 minutes. I just finished about 5 minutes before
Right.
we started
I think
here,
the official, like, ceremonial weigh-ins just started like a half hour ago or something. I didn't watch that. I had to take a nap, but I did watch the real weigh-ins when they, the ones that take forever when they're waiting for people. I watched the recap of that, so I did see. I think everybody made weight, if I'm correct. As far as I think everybody I know made weight. That couple fights have been changed and or postponed, like the French girl, Manon Ferro.
Yeah.
That's postponed for some reason. And what's his name as a new opponent? Cody Brundage is now taking the spot for Carl Roberson over with Nick Maximov, the guy from Nick Diaz's army.
Yeah.
John Morgan did not make weight once again. Missed weight for super heavy. He missed it.
He's not going to make weight ever.
Did you happen to watch Vlad's calling out John Morgan in 10 different languges?
I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
No. I watched it like 3 times in a row. It was great. But anyway, this is going to be a good card. We got a lot to discuss. What you drinking on? What's that?
Pilsner.
Just generic Pilsner.
Cheap generic Pilsner beer.
Pilsner.
And of course,
it's not even a brand. It's just oh boy. All right. Okay, let's Adolf, welcome. All right, let's without further ado, let's get into this because there's still like 13 fights on this card to cover, right? Even with that one postponed.
Yeah, there is.
Okay. You got Tapology pulled up, do you?
Sure.
I'm always ready. I got my Bet Online pulled up on my phone so it doesn't interfere with my stream here. And we're gonna go through these fights. I'm gonna cap them quick, and you're gonna put your 2 cents in. I did put my picks in Tapology this time because last week I messed up and missed it.
Yeah, you would have lost last week anyways.
What's the first fight? What's the curtain opener?
Omar Morales versus Jonathan Pierce.
Awesome.
Omar Morales ranked 47th, 11-1 against Jonathan Pierce, ranked 86th, 10-4.
Very good. All right, this is a very interesting fight. I learned some stuff. I think I might switch my picks. But anyway, let's talk. Omar Morales, 11 and only 1 loss. All right, he comes in as the favorite. I'm going to pull it up, the fresh odds right on Bet Online right now. If I was to bet it, pull this up. Is there like there's other MMA on tonight, right, that we're competing with?
I think there's an LFA on. Is there Bellator on? I think Bellator's tomorrow.
Bellator 267, I think it is tomorrow too. I'm not sure. Look, Flex putting a hot take. Hasn't KO'd anyone in the UFC. Pierce is super tough. Yes. All right. As I was saying. Let me find these odds on this fight. Man, there's a lot of crap on here. So
I've got minus 160 for Omar Morales and plus 130 for Jonathan Pierce.
I got minus 146 for Omar and plus 126 for Jonathan Pierce. Okay, Omar Morales coming off a win against Shane Young, unanimous decision. His only loss, he's 11-1. His only loss is to Giga Chikadze, which says something. Giga Chikadze is decent. He fights out of Sanford MMA with Henry Hoof. You know, he's got the 2.5-inch reach advantage. Everything's saying, in my opinion, take Omar Morales. However, I think I might have to switch my pick because Jonathan Pierce came out and said something in like an interview or something. He said, a striker cannot wrestle a wrestler. And that was coming from Jonathan Pierce. So I think he knows his route to victory is to take it to wrestling. And Jonathan Pierce is tough. Like Pete has said, he's super tough. 10-4. He just beat up Kai Kamaka. He had a ground and pound win in round 2. His most recent loss, he's 4-1 in his last 5. His loss was to Joe Lozon, but you know what? Joe Lozon also, they were fighting in Boston. That's Joe Lozon's backyard. I know he had a ground and pound win in the first round, but I don't know. It's just one of those off nights. So it was a full capper consensus when I did the show. Everybody took Omar Morales, as you can see, as did I by decision. But look at this. Look at Jonathan Pierce without he's at fight ready. So he's got a good coach in Eddie Cha, and he's got so many people he can. Well, same with Omar Morales, Sanford, Henry Hoof. So the schools are even Steven. They both have great fighters in there, great coaches. But you know what? I'm thinking plus money. I don't know. Because of that whole Jonathan Pierce in that interview or whatever he said, a striker cannot wrestle a wrestler. That would come from him. So he's already previewing his game plan. And Omar Morales, I think his ground game is unproven. But I don't know. Do you have any stats on this? What's your take on here?
So I watched a lot of video for these guys. As far as Omar Morales goes, I get it. He's 11-1. He's a pretty boy. He lost to Giga, but I'm looking at the other guys that he's beaten. I'm not crazy about Shane Young. I'm not crazy about Gabriel Benitez. I'm not crazy about Dong Hong Ma. I'm not crazy about Harvey Park. I don't really see. I mean, I see a padded record, 11-1, really padded record. Now, if I look at Jonathan Pierce, he's got you're right. He's got that loss to Joe Lozon, but before that, 2017 was his other loss. So, and he doesn't have, he's beat Kai Kamaka, which is better than anybody else that Omar Morales has beaten, as far as I'm concerned. And that was recently. That was last year. On the video, when you watched him fight Kai Kamaka, and bring him down the ground, take him down, and get him. And if you watch Omar Morales' fight against Giga, where Giga was just able to kick him, Morales couldn't take him down. It was easy. It was easy. Mind you, it is Giga, but still, I'm leaning completely on Jonathan Pierce in this one. Completely.
You're all over him. You made some good points about the Omar padded record. You know what? Omar's dad has bred him to fight in I think, what is he, Venezuelan or something? Omar's dad owns he was rich before he fought. He's already, and he owns something like a facility, like an athletic facility or something. So he was kind of geared to this. And I think I want to say, aside from Giga Chikadze, his dad probably kind of handpicked his opponents. And maybe he even picked Giga Chikadze and just messed up with that pick, But I think you might be onto something. I'm really on the fence with this. I think the chat seems to appear to be leaning Jonathan Pierce too. And I will add, Jonathan Pierce is 6 years younger than Omar Morales. 6 years. 35 at featherweight at 35 years old, starting to come off that prime. Like the prime for featherweight ends at like 35. Once you're on the other side of 35, it starts getting worse and worse for you at that weight. So and look,
be honest here, I think he fought at featherweight against Giga as well. So he's losing another 10 pounds on top of this.
Real News MMA. I like GSP2 in this one. The GMP loss to Lozon was at 155. That's 10 pounds heavier. And Lozon, Lozon owns his own gym. Joe Lozon is a veteran in the, everybody knows Joe Lozon. He's got that, and his gym is in Massachusetts, where he beat Jonathan Pierce in Boston. So, I mean, I think I might flip my pick and take the plus money here. I'm still on the fence. It's not like a parlay piece or anything yet for me, but in Tapology, I've already picked Omar, but we can still change picks up until until fight, like the first fight, right?
Yeah. Or I've got a $100 bet on Jonathan Pierce, by the way.
You did already?
Yep.
Good on you. At what? Plus
he's at 30, so it pays off 230.
Yeah, he's at plus 126 right now. When I wrote the showdown, he was at plus 136. So money's been coming the other way, right? No, money's been coming in on Jonathan Pierce, which is good for if you've taken. And I think it's because that little sneak preview on his game plan of grappling against Omar Morales. The thing is, he's very hittable, Jonathan Pierce. His striking, I think, if they keep standing up, Omar should beat him. If they stay, because he's just a target. He has poor head movement. He's kind of sloppy on his feet. But if it gets to the ground, I think that's where his path to victory is.
Lift. Yeah, it's a trap. It's a trap. In this one, I think it's a trap.
Real MMA News is going to put him in his 8-legger for Jonathan Pierce. Yeah, I didn't put a bet except for the bet for the show. I put him in a 3-leg parlay, but I think I might hedge that. I might do a bet with Jonathan Pierce. Okay, what's next? Is it Matt Semmelsberger? Is that one next?
We're moving fast. Hang on. Next we've got.
Take your time. Take no rush.
Matt Semmelsberger versus Martin Sano. Welterweight fight at 170 pounds.
Yeah. Semi the Jedi. He's a heavy favorite here. Minus 625. He opened up on my books. I have it written down minus 500. So tons of money's been coming in. Now this one, everything says take Matt Semmelsberger. Martin Sano, the only reason over and over I've heard this, the only reason he's on this card is because he's Nick Diaz's training partner. And Nick Diaz said, hey, you got to get my best bud Martin Sano on this card or I'm not fighting. That's what the rumor has it. And
we'll talk about this later, but Diaz got some pull on this card.
He does. And I think Dana White and Sean Shelby were like, all right, Nick, you got it. You want your buddy Martin Sano in here? Bring him in. Because you know what? These cappers don't mention. If you look at his Tapology, he did beat Hansa Steel, Jeff Neal, back in I don't know when. Had to be past 4 years ago. He hasn't had a fight in 4 years. But he is a BJJ purple belt, and he's coming down from middleweight 185. This is a welterweight fight. They both weighed in at 170, 170 and a half, I think. Right there, they both made weight. This is his UFC debut. He's coming off a loss too, which is not good, in Bellator against Don Muhammad. 3-2 in his last 5, 2-fight losing streak. But this might be the trap. You know why? In my that's interesting. Sano did not want to shake hands. I didn't watch the face-offs. Wasn't that just happened, didn't that? It was at 7:00 or something. It was still on?
We're facing off right now.
All right, get it off there before we get blocked or something stupid because of copyright. So it's on right now. Is that him walking out? Was that him? Was that Martin Sano you just showed?
Oh shit, that was. It is.
It is. Right? I could tell by his stupid haircut. He's got MMA Parlay King haircut. Hey, did you see MMA Parlay King exposed by Payne Fight Predictions?
No.
MMA Genie, MMA Genie, right?
Yeah.
He made a video said MMA Parlay King exposed, and he showed like how MMA Parlay King had made some fake accounts, and he's commenting on his own accounts, and he's a big liar about his. Oh, it was entertaining. I will give him that. Not as good as the exposed prediction guru, but because Rush, when he exposed prediction guru, he put in deep work.
I watched that, yeah, and there was a lot of work, but it was a lot of coincidences on Guru's pages, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? I don't care. I don't care if you're gonna prop up your channel and put your own comments on stuff like that. But when you start running competitions and giving away money, and then you're the one who receives the money, your own? That I got a problem with.
I mean, that's kind of fixed. Videos, but you know what? There's been legit contests that other handicappers have joined their own contest and won their own contest, but it's been proved. Like DFS by the numbers, he had a contest, like the best plus money prop bet contest, and he won it, but he proved he won it because he didn't like make a fake account and win it. He won it with his account. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, like you said, it doesn't matter if people. I don't do it, but I know we have friends that I'm sure have made their own like subscription accounts just to boost up their so they can monetize or whatever. I've got one account, and that's this one. So my kids have an account, and they're not even subscribed to my channel, which I control it. Yeah, but it's called they have an account where they open toys. What's it called? Disco Fun 3. And they're not even Disco Fun 3 is not even a subscriber to Capper Comparison Picks. But anyway, so Matt Semmelsberger, he's a former he played college football. I played like cornerback, some D2 college, I think, something like that. He's coming off a loss too. Chaos Williams, unanimous decision. He is 4-1 his last 5. Also, BJJ. Both these guys are purple belts. That's the thing. And Matt Semmelsberger does have a little bit of height and a little bit of reach advantage. But you know what? As I was gonna say, on my channel, in my comments, this guy PFFFT, that's how I guess you'd say his name. Anyway, he mentioned that Martin Sano has been training with Tyson Fury, and then I was other channels that showed pictures of Nick Diaz and his army in like training in like sparring with Tyson Fury, the British boxer, that the phenomenal. I think he's got a fight coming up too. But anyway, that gets me to thinking. I don't know. This might be the trap. If this guy Martin Sano comes in and takes out Matt Semmelsberger, which could happen. Matt Semmelsberger, he lost to Chaos Williams. Okay, they're both. I mean, I'm not no shade on Chaos Williams, but I'm just saying the Ox Fighter's been, he's not great. Okay, so it could happen, and at plus, what is that? Plus 425? I don't know. In Tapology, I picked Semmelsberger, just like full Capper consensus. Everybody, nobody, not a soul. TKO second round, I took him, and that's already, and I put him in a parlay too already, reluctantly. Now minus 625, he's definitely not a parlay piece anymore. And now that I know Martin Sano's been, in the messing around with Tyson Fury, with the Nick Diaz army, and this is a favor for Nick. And if it goes to decision, and if Martin Sano has more strikes, which totally could happen, I don't know. This might be.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It might be. It may be. I don't want to count my chickens. I'm going to stay right away from this. I might even actually put a half a unit hedge bet on Sano just because he's such an underdog. Plus 425, $10 to win you 42. So
yeah. No, there's no value betting in this fight as far as I'm concerned.
absolutely.
I like Matt winning this, but I'm not betting on Matt at minus 500. That's not value there.
No way. No way. Not even as a parlay piece.
No, slight little prop bet on Sano for sure. I'll put $10 on him, but that's about it.
Yeah, $10. That's it. Might as well, right? I'm gonna right now. At plus 425. I got him. Bam! I'm gonna do it right now.
Plus 425 is nice.
What's up?
Plus 425 is nice.
Yeah, $10 will win you 42.50, and I can just roll that into other bets. If it happens, if not, I lost $10, and it's a hedge kind of, you know. Okay. Next, we've got
Sano ain't beaten Jedi. Not even Jesus Christ can save Sano. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe you're right, but if it's a trap and we figured it out, we'll be considered geniuses. Because it could happen. It could happen.
It could happen, but not with my money.
This guy's a big question mark, Martin Sand. He did beat Jeff Neal. Hands of Steel, Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal's like top, I think he's number 12 in welterweight. Is he? I don't know. I'm pretty sure Jeff Neal is in the top 15 of the division, and Martin Sano beat the dude.
Well, whoa. Yeah, like that was a long time ago.
So what? He hasn't fought in 4 years.
I'm even looking for that was in 2013. 2013.
Yeah. Imagine how much better he's got since then.
And Sano was like 1-0.
I know. And now he's 4-2.
Now,
I'm just saying that's a variable you should consider. What was Jeff Neal when he went into that fight?
Jeff Neal was, oh my God, I gotta go fucking way back in the history books here. Here we go. Jeff Neal was 1-0. No, sorry. Jeff Neal was 2-0. Sano was 1-0.
He beat an undefeated Jeff. He beat Jeff Neal's first loss.
In rear naked choke in the in the third round.
A rear naked choke. You know why? Because he's a BJJ purple belt. Nick Diaz Army knows how to grapple. Nick Diaz Army knows how to jujitsu.
Yeah. No, this was before Jeff Neal got good.
You know what Matt Selmsberger was doing when in 2013? He was playing football. He was playing cornerback for some no-name college. Just saying. But anyway, what's the next fight?
All right, let's get back to it here. Where am I? Hang on. Next fight we got Nick Maximov versus Cody Brundridge.
This one I didn't cover because I covered Nick Maximov against Carl Roberson, and I was all over Nick Maximov because Carl Roberson on the ground does not have the quality. But did you do any research into this fight?
I don't have much research in this one. I will not lie. Okay. I know that
do you have
Maximov is coming off with 2 losses in his grappling bouts. He's a heavy grappler.
Yeah, Nick Maximov. I'll tell you one thing. He is a BJJ brown belt. Okay, he's active in the grappling scene. This is going off just my notes, and I think he was a junior college wrestling champ, like junior college. That's like the minor leagues of college wrestling. You know, it's the D3, D2, D3 schools. You know who else is junior college wrestling champ? We'll talk about him later. Is Curtis Razor Blades. Just saying. And Curtis Blades is probably the best wrestler in the heavyweights. But Nick Maximov, undefeated, 6-0. I know this is his aside from Contender Series, this is his UFC debut because Contender Series doesn't count as UFC. You know, and when in that fight in the Contender Series, the guy he went against was 265 pounds. He fought him. He was 209 pounds. So do the math. He was way out. He was way the smaller guy, and he took him out. He didn't take him out. He won by unanimous decision, but he used his wrestling and controlled a heavier, bigger guy, Oscar Cota. So that's saying something. He's another guy in the Nick Diaz Army from Stockton, California. He's got a 2-inch reach advantage. I'm on him, but Cody Brundage, I did not get to research him. So go ahead and give me a little spiel about Cody Brundage since you have Tapology open. What's
So
his last 5? What's his most recent win and loss?
So his most recent win against Joseph Kropschot, who is 4-1 in the LFA, and he won by arm triangle choke in the 3rd round. Before that, he was his loss to Williams Knight on the Contender Series, where he got ground and pounded.
William Knight?
In the 1st round. Then he's got 2 fights against Eric Lozano. In 2020, he won by arm triangle choke in round 1. And in 2019, it was a decision, unanimous. And before that, we're looking at Cage Thunder 9, Clip Motor City Cage Fight 6.
Don't even bother. Who cares?
Lights Out Championship. Yeah. Even Eric Lozano has a losing record of 13-6. Sorry, 13-16.
The William Knight
if you want to talk about a double-digit losser,
that William Knight fight was at light heavyweight too, right?
Yeah. So I don't see anything on Cody Brundage's.
What's his last weigh-in say he was? Like his last on there it says last weight.
His last weight was as a middleweight, 185.
Okay, so he's all right. William Knight, he's just like Oxfighter, like he's another one of those guys that's like middling, kind of like a Chaos Williams. He reminds me a lot. I think I get them confused a lot. They're both muscle bound heavy hitters that are just middling.
Now Nick does have a 4-inch reach advantage. I don't know if that makes a difference to you. They're both 6 feet tall, and Nick is 4 years younger.
Awesome. Nick's super young, 23. And you know what I like? That his Tapology picture, he's standing right next to Nate Diaz.
He's fighting out of Nick Diaz Academy.
I know, and it's all black and white. He's looking tough as shit, and he's active in the grappling. I like that. He's the submission underground is littered. I remember it on his Tapology. I'm gonna stick. What's the odds?
Let's see what we got here on Bet365. My odds are -138 for Nick Maximov and +110 for Cody Brundage. So I'm putting Nick Maximov in a parlay.
This is close odds. My odds -115 and -105. It's coin flip odds.
Yeah.
So even the cappers don't know, or the bookies, even the bookies don't know which way this is gonna go. On Tapology, do they have public vote underneath it?
I can find out for you.
They usually do.
Maximov 88%, Brundage 12%.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the public on this one. I'm gonna take Maximov. No, I'm not. No shade on Cody Brundage, but I like Maximov's wrestling. Like I said, I do believe he was a JUCO national wrestling champ, which says a lot. That to me, that says a lot. That's a big deal to me. Only because I wrestled in college and I was horrible compared to these guys, and this guy was a champion. So that's why I'm going to edge him out for the wrestling. I'm going to take Nick Maximov here. I got to fix my sheet because it still says Carl Roberson. I got to cross that out, right? Cody Brundage. I got to take a Brundage. Okay.
Ow. I like this card. This card's actually fun. It's a fun card.
Very fun. Very, very entertaining. There is some wide lines that are just ridiculous, but all right, what's the next fight?
Uros Medic, 7-0, ranked number 70, against Jalen Turner, 10-5, ranked number 126.
This one's a good one. This one is a good one. Uros Medic, he's only made it to the second round one time, and he knocked that guy out like 1 minute into the second round. All his wins, he's 7-0. All his wins are by finish, TKO, beating everybody quick too. TKO in the first for everybody except that one fight that he went to the second round, but that was only 1 minute into the second round. he was fighting, according to Tapology, he was Anchorage BJJ. That's not true. Now he's fighting out of King's MMA, reputable facility. You know what I mean? The doctor, Uros Medic, the Serbian out of the Alaskan Regional. Everyone's like, oh, he's fought a bunch of cans. But you know what? He crushed those cans. Every single one. He wiped through them like they're toilet paper.
He did what he was supposed to do.
Exactly. How else could he do it, you know? Jalen Turner, though, he's not a slouch. The Tarantula, he's got the height and the reach advantage. He's a Gracie, pretty much. He fights out of the Carlson Gracie school. Andre Ewell comes from the same place Jalen Turner does. He's slightly younger. That doesn't really matter. But they call him the Tarantulas because he's got the long limbs. 2-inch height, 3.5-inch reach. He does have that going for him, but I think I'm going to side with the Uros Medic because I have no reason not to. All his wins are dominant, even though Jalen Turner does have the better UFC experience. You got his Tapology pulled up?
Yep. I don't think he's got. Well, he might have a little bit better experience. You're right.
Yeah, he's fought some decent names. Like, go through, read them.
He's beat Brock Weaver. Not impressive.
What's the most recent? Is that most recent?
Brock Weaver was 15-5. He won by rear naked choke in the second round. Wait a second. 420 of the second round. Hang on.
All
right.
You know what? Yeah, I got to go to my truck and get mine.
Second round. He's got a win over Josh Kulibao, which is impressive. Loss against Frivola. A win against Kalen Potter, which Kalen Potter sucks. And a loss against Vicente Luque. And then we're going back to 2018. So his loss to Vicente Luque. All right, I'm not going to blame that. I don't like his win against Potter. Who cares? Matt Frivola, decent. His last fight against Kulibao. I don't like Kulibao that much. And against Brock Weaver, I think he's a can. So I don't like much of his record, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah. So you're on the side with me, like Uros Medic, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm picking the doctor here.
Yeah, me too. And I'm actually going to put an asterisk by how's Jalen Turner lost? How has he lost? Has he been knocked out at all?
Hang on a second. Let me get right back to it. Jalen Turner, his losses are unanimous decision, and that was in 2019 against Matt Frivola, and his loss was punches.
Steamroller Frivola.
He got knocked
Did you say Matt Frivola, the steamroller?
Yeah. Frivola got him in a unanimous decision, and Luque knocked the fucker out.
Vicente Luque, right? Yeah. Sanford MMA product. Yeah, I'm all over Medic, and I think he's gonna knock him out too. I'm gonna give Jalen Turner the experience to make it. He'll make it through the first round. He's not like a can like the other guys, so he will go into the second round. But that's when Uros Medic will be like, no more playing games. I'm gonna show this guy up, and I'm gonna take him out. So I got the Capper consensus comparison pick show. Jalen Turner won. He got more picks. See that? eBay, Schroeder, and MMA experts picked him. Guru, the REEECAAP guy, the British and Real Quick Picks, took Medic. But I'm going to take Medic also. I think, and I already placed the bet TKO second round.
I think he's a parlay piece.
Yeah, Jay Rich is with us too. He's a lock, no doubt. Oh man, I wish I saw the face-offs. I had to take a nap because I was a little after lunch today. But
hybrid,
no fear in the face-offs, ready to go. Weaver seemed ready, but I'm gonna stick with Medic. Okay. Yeah, I put a little star by him. He might be in our 3-leg parlay at the end of the show. Okay, moving up the card. What's next?
Yeah, he's a Mayweather fanboy. I don't know.
Manon Figueroa is off the card, so change that. Postponed.
Okay, so we're all a medic on this one.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody taking Jalen Turner in the chat, and yeah, seems like everybody's on the same hype train with taking the doctor. Sativa, indica puts you to sleep. FYI, indica is what they use for cancer patients for pain relief. Sativa, you can be creative. You can paint some art. You can make some bets. You gather the info, do your research. Indica, you can take a nap. You can watch cartoons and take a nap on indica. Sativa, you're doing something. Hybrids, that's the way to go. And where I go, they have a little meter. It tells how much indica, how much sativa in the hybrid. I always get sativa strong hybrids. That's just me, personal taste.
There's my indica.
The indica indica puts you to sleep, though. That's the pain relief. That's the cancer stuff. Okay, what's the next fight?
Next. Oh no, I'm biased. I can't say anything here.
Oh, is it Roxy?
Roxanne Modafferi against Talia Santos.
You're rightfully biased in this one, though. I know you hate Roxanne Modafferi. You hate that she's a nerd. You hate that she's 39.
I don't hate the fact that she's a nerd. I just think she's a bad fighter.
She's got 43 pro fights, and she's super active in Submission Underground. And she's 39 years old.
If I have 43 pro fights, I'll win half of them.
Yeah, same as her. She's won more than half. More than half. She's right now. She's on like a win-loss pattern, and she's due for green next. Win, right? Am I right? I am. The Happy Warriors coming off a loss to Vivian Orojo, unanimous decision. 2-3 in her last 5. Like I said, win-loss pattern. The problem with this girl, Roxy, great BJJ, horrible striking accuracy. Wheezy from Stat Diggers said that Roxanne Modafferi has the worst striking accuracy percentage stat in the entire UFC. There's like one dude. There was a guy that was a little bit less than her, but aside, and I forgot his name, but she's horrible striking accuracy. But here she is a super underdog. She is plus 355. Taylor Santos is a minus 455. Roxy beat Bum Barber. Yeah. Macy Bar, she'd take her life in a ranking. Here's a question for the guys in the chat. Who do you think has a better chance of winning? Roxanne Modafferi or Martin Sano? Which one of those two people has a better chance of winning tomorrow night? Would it be Sano against Semmelsberger or Modafferi against Santos? Which one? Really? You take Sano? Yeah, well, you're biased. You don't like Roxanne Modafferi. You'll take a guy that hasn't fought in 4 years. Roxanne Modafferi is so freaking active. She fights like, if not UFC, she fights in the Submission Underground. She's like every other month she's in something, in a grappling event or something. She's very active. And she comes from Syndicate MMA. You know who the girls that fight out of Syndicate MMA? Alexa Connors, Emily Spitfire Whitmire fights out of there, and Joanne Calderwood fights out of there. However, I'm going to have to go with Taylor Santos here because this girl, 17-1, her one loss was her UFC debut to Mara Borrello, and it was a split decision loss. I'm going to chalk that up to UFC first-time debut jitters. She's beaten Jillian Robertson. She's beaten Molly McCann. She's gone through. Yeah, I'm with you, but not at these odds. There's no value. Just like the Semmelsberger, there's no value. Minus 455, no value in that. I already put like a little hedge prop bet on Roxy just because, because I like Roxy. I don't know why I got a soft spot in my heart for her. She's not pretty at all. She's a nerd. but for some reason, I don't know. I like Roxanne more. You know what it is? Because my closest BJJ gym to me has all pictures on Facebook on there, and she's the only pro fighter that's ever been to that gym, I think. So that's why I'm kind of biased to Roxanne Modafferi. If it was Miranda Granger, like P. Diz's girl, I would be the same thing. It's just, I guess you could say, regency because she's been regionally close to me. I don't know, but she's fighting out of Vegas, so I don't know where I'm going with that. But some reason I like Roxy as a fighter, even though
so I'm biased against and you're biased for.
Right.
This is gonna make our Tapology difference.
No, Tapology. I'm taking Tyler Santos for sure. For sure. I might be biased, but I'm not stupid.
Fine then. Be that way.
Oh, real MMA news hot take. Santos fought in Abu Dhabi, the Fight Island, and at the Apex Center, 2 UFC wins. There's a full crowd this time, so I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I'm not touching this fight, but I'm not putting Taylor Santos in a parlay either. She's not a lock to me. That is not a lock. I'm fading the fight. I'm staying right away from the fight completely. I did put a $10 hedge bet on Roxy, but for the parlay, I had her in a parlay, Taylor Santos in a parlay with Mara Bueno Silva, not going on, and Nick Maximov when he was going against Carl Robertson. So that's not going on either. So I think that parlay is down to one fight now, which isn't even a parlay. I don't know how that's going to work out on my bet online bets, but
I like the Santos Medic Maximov parlay.
That's a decent one. I just don't like the minus. What is she? Minus 4 something, right? Minus 4. I don't know. You have it right in front of you, don't you?
I've got minus 138, minus 125, and minus 400.
Minus 400. That's disgusting.
As a 3-team parlay, it comes into plus 288. It's not so bad.
Where? Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, minus 455 I've got her at. What do you think how about the over-under in this fight? What do you think? I think Roxanne Modafferi is very durable. She's tough as nails. So I think it's going to go the distance. And so did the bookies. There's no value there either.
No.
Never mind. Okay. Moving on to a good fight. That one's going to be a blowout, unfortunately, for Roxy. But what's next?
Shamil Abdurakhimov against Chris Dackhouse.
Abdurakhimov. Okay. Yeah, Shamil Abdurakhimov. This is an interesting guy. Well, Chris Daukaus, let's talk about him first because he is the favorite here. I'm going to pull up his odds. Chris Daukaus is minus 200 favorite. Okay. He was a Philadelphia cop. He quit. He quit his job as a cop so he can fight full time. That's a big variable now. That's a big deal because before he had to do his police work and then train after work and all that. Now he's got full-time training with Martinez BJJ in Philly. These guys have the same exact height and reach. Both of them BJJ black belts. This is going to be a banger, man. This is going to be a good fight. Chris Daukaus is coming off a win against an old Alexei Oleinik, KO round 1. 4-1 in his last fight, or last 5. He's on a 4-fight win streak. Who was his loss against? That Chris Daukaus.
Chris Daukaus' loss was against Azuno Aninau in the CFFC. That was 2.5 years ago.
That's Cage Fury. That's the Philadelphia regional scene. That's all right, man. He's kind of fresh and green to the UFC thing. But this guy Shamil Abdurakhimov, his last loss was Curtis Blades. No shame in that. Ground and pound round 2. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He's had a 2-year layoff though. And you know what? I heard he had a punctured lung from a broken rib that poked through his lung.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah. That's a fade to me because of that. I don't know how about lung. I'm not a doctor. I don't know about lung recovery, But if your rib breaks and punctures through your lung and you're a fighter, I think a nice kick to the ribs might jar it. I don't know. This is personal feel. I don't know. I'm not going to. And plus, he's 40 years old. Heavyweight, you can still perform after 40, but 2-year layoff, the whole punctured lung thing, I have to go with the hot hand and Chris Daukaus. I got to. Everything says go with Chris Daukaus. He's the hot fighter right now. Shamil Abdakimov, though, he did headline. He had a main event at a UFC card against Derek Brunson. Well, not Derek Brunson, Derek Lewis, the Black Beast, which he lost. He lost to the Black Beast, but he did headline that card. He was on the main event. This guy. Now he's on a prelim fight against Chris Daukaus, but I'm high on Chris Daukaus. I'm all over. I like Chris, and I like his brother too, but I like Chris even better than Kyle. So I'm gonna go with Chris Daukaus here. What's your take on this? Who you got?
There's a couple of things I'm really got problems with. I think the BJJ is going to cancel each other out, so it's going to go to punches. And just like Dizzle says, when you're going to get to that point, the guy's 30 pounds lighter as well. So if you can cancel out the BJJ and just go into striking, I think Daukaus is going to be much faster. He's going to be quicker. He's got a great jab. He's got a great hook. He's got the kicks as well to keep his distance. So the way that I see it, if the BJJ is going to cancel out, which I think it really does, if it just goes straight to striking, I see the lighter, faster guy being able to finish this one off. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a KO. We'll see. It could be a KO.
Real MMA News thinks this might be the trap. There is,
it could be. The weight difference difference is scary. Like 30 pounds, that's a lot in a fight. 30 pounds is a lot, and old man strength is a real thing.
Chris Daukaus did look decent, and I think he looks better in the weigh-offs at a lighter weight. He the weigh-ins, he lost some flab. He's tightening up.
No,
he's tightening up.
I'm going with the quicker, faster puncher on this one.
I got Chris Daukaus.
There's gonna be more volume, and let me just get back to here. Let's pull some stats out of my ass for you. There we go. Oh, yeah. It's got the weights flipped in here. Interesting. Average fight time for Chris Daukaus, 2.23. Average fight time for Shamil, 10.43. So this might not go the distance. Strikes landed per minute for Chris Daukaus, 11.78. Shamil, 2.45.
There you have it. That's the stat I was looking at. I was looking for that, and that blows. I thought it would be a little closer, but that is huge. So that means Chris Daukaus' striking differential has got to be very good, like plus something. I don't know what their strikes taken, but yeah.
Striker drops per minute, 2.45 for Shamil and 3.22 for Chris. But you know what I like about Chris's stats? Takedown defense, 100%. So this is
zombie talk in the chat. The only zombie I know is the Korean zombie, and he got beat by the headliner of the card, by Brian Ortega, by a spinning elbow that rocked him. But so that all the other zombies are fake, except for the ones in Haiti, the white zombies, like what are they called? They're like worker zombies. They're just brought back to life just to serve. Slave zombies, and those ones are Haitian voodoo zombies. That's a whole different. We're going off on a tangent right there. That's a totally different topic. I am. I'm just putting because we got the look. Hey, everybody in chat. Is this something dead? It's like when we're talking about sour cream and tacos. Is that a real thing? That's gay. That's what that.
Hey, all right. Little people are people too. By the way, Diz. Poor little people. What's that? Diz making fun of dwarves. No, you can't say dwarves. Never mind. Little people. Diz making.
We're going to be talking about Jessica Andrade later. Anyway.
All right.
Back to this. Everybody is on Chris Dawkins, except for there's a couple of people. Real News thinks that might be the trap, and he might have a point. Shamil, like I said, he used to be a headliner. He used to be a main event guy, and a loss to Curtis Blades. You can't take anything from that. I just don't like punctured lung. That's why I don't like him. And he's 40 and fat against the thinner, healthier, more fit, better cardio. If we did a Trudesno, Chris Dawkins would win every category in the Trudesno. I would think. Okay. Are we up to Dan Hooker? Nasrat Haqparast?
That's the one. Yep.
Whew, this one, I have no idea. I'm on the fence. I flip-flop so many times. On paper, Dan Hooker, the Hangman, is a much better fighter. But now there's a lot of different variables coming into play here. Both of them had visa problems because, Nasrat, his mom died, so he had to go back to Germany. And he just got back in too, like back to the States, because he had to go to his mom's funeral. And he's of German descent. Well, he's actually Afghanistan. But his mom lived in Germany, and that's where he's fighting out of. His mom died of cancer. Nasrat had to go. And everybody already knows about Dan Hooker had a plea to the New Zealand government or whatever to get into the country. And everyone's like, oh, he's got to come in, take a flight in New Zealand, and then as soon as he comes in, he's got to suck weight to make weight. I think he made weight before he got on the plane. But then, because he looked fantastic in the weigh-ins, he had a big smile. Didn't even look like he was sucking weight at all. I think he was walking around 155 before he even stepped on that plane. I think. He's coming off a crappy ground and pound round one loss to Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is phenomenal. I like Michael Chandler.
Okay.
I think he's good. Dan Hooker, though, Hooker's a psychopath. I watched this thing with Israel Adesanya, the style bender. I saw his little. He's got a little video, he doesn't make predictions, but he does little breakdowns. And he's a biased or not. Dan Hooker's gonna, but they come from shitty kickboxing. They all come from that. So and city kickboxing also, Alexander Volkanovski, he's also out of there, headline his card. However, the whole Nasrat Haqparast with his mom dying and just I don't know. I think if it goes to if it's a close fight decision, what you got? What you doing?
Sorry, somebody's asking about what are the COVID mandates like in BC? You want to go to a restaurant? This is what you got.
Really? Here in New York, you just go. You don't got to wear a mask or anything. Some places you got to wear a mask, but not restaurants. I can go right now to a restaurant and get a seat without a mask, and they just go by my word. Yeah, I'm vaccinated. They don't ask to show me or nothing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm back and forth because Dan Hooker, if Nasrat's mom didn't die and Dan Hooker didn't have to take the stupid visa problem. Well, Nasrat had visa problems too. So now it evens that out. I just don't know. Nasrat's coming off a unanimous decision win against Rafa Garcia. He's decent. And Dan Hooker's coming off a loss.
Two losses.
You're taking Nasrat. I remember you said that. Now, why?
So I've got Nasrat, who has beat an undefeated Rafa Garcia. Before that, he beat an undefeated Alex Munoz. Pretty damn good. Okay, he did have the loss to Drew Dober, so I'm going to give him. He got caught. Let's be honest. He got caught. He got dropped, and then Drew Dober finished him. I get it, but Drew Dober, 30 fights in the UFC or 31 professional fights. decent. I'm not going to fade that.
Killer jawline on Drew Dober too. He's got the box jaw, face.
He knocked Joaquim Silva out, who was 11-1.
Nasrat did?
Yeah. Previous to that, he beat Thibaut Guti, who was 12-4. Like, he has beat so many undefeated fighters or so many guys who have like one loss. Like, we're talking this guy is scary good. Now,
right. And Dan Hooker's got double-digit losses. Double-digit.
Off of Michael Chandler and Dustin Poirier, which I'm not going to fade.
But he had 8 losses before that.
Yeah, he beat Paul Felder, but that's Paul Felder.
Yeah.
We all know about that. He beat Al Iaquinta. Not impressed.
Al Iaquinta, he kind of fell off after his.
Exactly. He beat James Vick. I don't care. And then previous to that, he lost Edson Barboza. So I'm not seeing much on his. Like, okay, he beat Gilbert Burns in 2018. I'll give him that. Very impressive. That was a long time ago. I'm all over Nasrat on this one.
And you know what? City Kickboxing might have good kickboxing, but those guys, those New Zealand guys, are not good on the floor, on the ground. They're just not. They're not that good. They have defensive wrestling skills. They don't have any offense. They don't know what to do off their back. Their striker clinch work and striking is top, bar none, from City Kickboxing. But once it gets to the ground, one of their coaches, Brad Rydell. They have defense, like I said, defensive jiu-jitsu, defensive wrestling. I don't think if Nasrat takes this to the ground, I don't think Dan Hooker has really answers to that.
Not even close.
But Nasrat, Canadian, TriStar Gym. He trains out of a Canadian gym with Faraz Zahabi. Faraz Zahabi is the coach up there. Other people out of his gym are like Arnold Allen, good wrestling, Joe Duffy, good, well-rounded, and Mirsad Bektik. Bektik is that he's got that Eastern European wrestling, so like kind of like the Dagestani Russian thing going on. So Nasrat, I think TriStar has much better wrestling coaching than Shitty Kickboxing.
Oh yeah, and like, by the way, TriStar is in like Halifax, Nova Scotia. There is nothing to do there besides go to the gym. I think that's why it's there. Like,
that's the other side of the country for you, isn't it?
Yeah, completely opposite. Like, we were talking like 5,000 kilometers away, so 3,000 miles away from me. Yeah, no.
But I know they have TriStar does have like 9 different branches sprinkled throughout. I think 7 of them are in Canada, and then they got one in Lebanon, which is weird. But anyway,
good fighters in Lebanon.
Huh?
Good fighters in Lebanon.
I guess
the
Lebanese. So yeah, I'm gonna still take Nasrat, and I think I'm gonna put a little asterisk by him. He might make my parlay. I don't know.
I think a plus money.
Yeah, he's a plus. What's the most recent?
I know he was plus 125, and there's a couple $100 bets I have. He's one of them.
Oh yeah, you already did it?
Yep. I like him. I like him a lot. I like him at plus money.
I gotta find it again. I want to see what his fresh right now odds are. All right, here we are.
I got him right here. Plus
135, plus 135 in Bet Online for Nasrat. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. You can start talking about the next fight. I have to go get another brew, and I'm gonna go get my liquid, my vape. So go ahead and start introducing. Was it Marlon Moraes and Merab Machine?
Marlon Moraes and Merab. I cannot speak. Dashvili. I'm just going to fumble my way through it. All right. 135-pound fight. Marlon Moraes, Marlon Magic Moraes, ranked number 7th, coming off of 2 losses. He is 23-8-1, fighting against Murad Dvalishvili, the Machine, who is 13-4-0, with coming off of 5 straight wins. Dvalishvili is out of Georgia. Moraes is out of Brazil. Moraes is fighting out of Jupiter, Florida. He is 33 years old, 135 pounds. The height are both the same, 5'6". The reach, 66.5 and 68 for Murad Dvalishvili. Moraes is fighting out of the Armory, and Murad Dvalishvili is fighting out of Serra Jiu-Jitsu. Matt Serra opening up a gym, making some money. I'm very impressed. Now, let's go over some of the records here we got for Murad, who has not lost a fight since 2018. 2018 was his last loss. I mean, Murad is a monster. He beat Cody Stamann, John Dodson, Gustavo Lopez, Casey Kenny, Brett Katana, who was undefeated at the time. I mean, this guy is a monster. The last time he lost, Ricky Simon, who was 12-1 at the time, and he lost to a guillotine choke 5 minutes in round 3. He lost that fight on the last second. I don't know how that happened. But anyways, that was back in 2018. So I'm going to fade that loss because of how long ago it was. I'm also going to like that he's a Sambo guy. He loves fighting Sambo, which is pretty friggin' amazing. I don't see Murad losing this fight at all. As far as Marlon Moraes goes, he's coming off of a loss to Rob Font, who is, okay, whatever. He's coming off a loss as well to Corey Sandhagen. Not too impressed. Now, he did beat Jose Aldo in 2019, but he lost to Henry Cejudo in 2019 as well. Previous to that, we've got Rafael Assunção and Jimmy Rivera. I'm not impressed. The one thing that does impress me is that he did beat Aljamain Sterling in 2017, but that's Aljamain Sterling, who we all know now. Yeah, not too
impressed. I know.
So I'm all over Murad on this one. That's my spiel.
Pretty much everybody is on Murad, except E-Money was the contrarian pick on the show. Look, Marlon Moraes, E-Money, knockout first round. And I think that's his own. Everybody else all over Dvalishvili, the Machine. E-Money, I guess Vlad interviewed him tonight. That's what P. Diz was saying.
That's awesome.
Anyway.
I'll watch that later.
Yeah, me too. But Marlon Moraes, he does have that first round magic knockout power, but I don't think he's going to get it done over the chain wrestling of Murad Dvalishvili. He's on a 6-fight win streak, Dvalishvili.
Wow.
Marlon Moraes is 2-3 in his last 5. Not a good look. Murad is training out of Serra Jiu-Jitsu, according to Tapology. That's a New York place. That's Matt Serra. Marlon Moraes, the Armory. Edson Barbosa trains out of the Armory, so he's got that going for him. But Murad Dvalishvili, he's a Georgian warrior. Georgian. That's all you got to say. He's Georgian. If they're from Georgia, that whole Georgia, Russia, Dagestani, they have a whole different level of grappling. They have the Sambo grappling, like Brazilian grappling is all based off of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The grappling out of Dagestan, Russia, Georgia, all those countries is based off of Sambo. You know what I mean? That's
yep.
So it's like 2 different styles of grappling, and I would say. And when it comes to MMA grappling, like American grappling is based out of folk style, collegiate, like our NCAA type, that type of style. that you learn that shit in high school. Sambo you learn, I think, as a kid. BJ Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu you learn as a kid. So it's all but they're all different styles of the same type of grappling, you know? And I think here the Georgian style, the chain wrestling, Merab Dvalishvili can go from one wrestling hold to another without stop flowing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a machine. The machine does not run out of cardio, where Marlon Moraes, you've seen him run out of cardio after the first round. After the first round, he's definitely he's a zombie. After the first round, he could be considered zombie. He gasses. His cardio is Chudesno. Rob got him, except for the striking. I would, if we had a Chudesno, that Pides claims he invented the Chudesno. Ask Vlad, he said. But if you take every category of the Chudesno, what is it? Clinch game, striking, wrestling, BJJ, cardio, fight IQ, and will. The only one Marlon Moraes would win would be probably striking and maybe clinch. But everything else, Dvalishvili would got.
So E-Money might be right. Like E-Money might be right. If he tags him in the first round and gets him, maybe. I'm not going to put much money on that percentage.
No, I think the chances of that happen are right around 30%.
I go 10.
You know.
Yeah, I go even more than that. There is something that we haven't talked about yet, and that Real News MMA brought up. We're out of Vegas this week. We got a big ring.
Where are they fighting? We don't have
the small Vegas ring anymore. We got the big ring.
Oh, so we're in T-Mobile. T-Mobile Arena, not the Apex.
Yeah.
They're both in Vegas. They're both in Vegas, but you're right. T-Mobile Arena is a little bit bigger. I think by like a foot or two.
No.
Around the perimeter.
The octagon's way bigger. 5 feet bigger.
Yeah, I mean it stretches out like another additional foot or two, right?
Like way more than that. Oh, I gotta go octagon size. I gotta Google.
It can't be way more than that. They gotta have restrictions. A foot is.
I know that it's here we go. Thank you. So 25-foot diameter versus a 30-foot diameter.
Oh, so yeah, it's 2.5 foot each side. Like just like reach, it's not 5 foot on both sides. You know what I'm saying? It stretches out. A circle stretches out 2.5 foot to make it
the square footage, 518 feet versus 746 square feet. So 700, I mean, that's a lot. That's way bigger.
Yep, you can make two octagons out of that big one. You can make 2 little octagons out of that big one. But look, like Real MMA News. Real MMA, you're on point, bud. You got the good hot take. Look at bigger octagon benefit strikers, but Marlon, who's known to gas out, probably gas himself out. And Merab, I hope he does not try to strike, because I don't think he should. I don't think he should stand. I think he should take it right to the ground and use his train wrestling, because that's where his strong point is. That's his clear path to victory. If he wants to strike, he's playing danger zone. I think that's dangerous, especially against Marlon Moraes in round 1. If he wants to strike, he better wait till round 2 or 3, because I don't think you want to stand toe to toe with Marlon Moraes. He's not like off the back foot striker in the first round. Maybe later on in the fight, he's off the back foot, but the first round, he's going to come out there headstrong. I watch his fights. You can see it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So, all right. So everybody seems to, he's got pumping out stats too. Chance to finish in larger, 60 and smaller, apparently. Huh. That's interesting.
I like it.
Because smaller, you know why? Because a smaller octagon. Wait. Yeah, smaller octagon, you don't have room to run away. You know,
exactly.
You get caught easier, and you get, you have to engage.
Merab is a minus 225 on my books, so not the best odds for me to bet him.
Oh yeah, I think he's minus 260 in my shit. Well, that's what I had him written. Yeah,
It's
minus 250. Minus 250. Yeah, definitely not great, but I would on this card, because there's a lot of wide odds, I would consider him for a 3-leg parlay, but
all right.
But I don't, because there are some close fights, but then there's super wide odds, like this Martin Sano and Modafferi and Santos, and we didn't even touch Lauren Murphy yet, the GOAT.
God.
All right. Anyway, speaking of that, we're gonna enter the main card. Yeah.
Thank goodness. On to the main card.
Yeah, we got you're talking about dwarfs earlier. We got one here in Jessica Andrade.
Little people.
5 foot. I think she's 5'1". 5'1".
Yeah, she's 5'1".
But
5'1". That one makes a difference.
But it does not. I mean, yeah, but her height doesn't make a difference. She's still a beast.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if the girl's got. I wonder who the tallest flyweight girl is. I know who it is too. It's like Maria Agapova or something. But anyway, I'd like to see the shortest, who I think Jessica Andrade may be the shortest.
She probably is.
I'd like to see the shortest go against the tallest. That would be. There's a Chinese girl that's super tall too, and she sucks. But whatever. Anyway, this fight. Let's talk about Jessica Andrade and Cynthia Calvillo, who people are just, I don't know, they're not giving her, they're disrespecting her. She's only lost. Huh?
I would too.
I don't know. Pull up her Tapology. Let's find out why.
Yet.
She went to You're right. I mean, I don't know. I don't have my Tapology up.
Okay,
but
I'm sorry.
I know her last fight was a loss to Caitlin Chookagian, who Jessica Andrade had a win against. Both decisions. Lost by decision for Calvillo, win by decision for Andrade. Andrade's 2-3 in her last 5, but she's coming off. She just got beat, humiliated kind of by Valentina.
Wow, come on. Okay, her losses are to Valentina Shevchenko,
elbows from the crucifix,
and Weili Zhang.
What's that?
Like, her 3 losses: Valentina, Rose, and Weili
Zhang. Yeah, all prime. That's her most 3 recent. She's got 9 total though, whereas Cynthia Calvillo only got 2.
Okay, do you want to go back even more? Joanna Jędrzejczyk, who was undefeated at the time.
That's E-Money's favorite.
Okay, then we're going back to 2015 against Rachel
Rochelle Pennington.
Yeah, exactly. And then before that, Marion Renault.
Wow, all notable names. All names that as soon as you said them, I got a picture in my head.
You want to keep going? 2013, her loss to Liz Carmouche. Do you know who that is?
Another one. Good.
Oh, yeah. In 2012, her loss to Jennifer Maia.
Wow, all her losses are against names, or big, like decent names. That's interesting. I don't dig that deep. But yeah, I picked her, and so did everybody else. That was a full capper consensus. Not a single soul took Calvillo. That's why I'm trying to make an argument. Like, I'm trying to play devil's advocate and try to find a way that the plus money girl might have a shot. So what can you say good about Cynthia Calvillo? First of all, she's got 3-inch height and 2-inch reach advantage. Okay. She's only lost twice. Once to Caitlin Chookagian, and who was the other one? Pull it up.
Calvillo?
Yeah. She's 9-2. So not
Carla Esparza.
Carla Esparza. Carla Esparza's decent too. So who's her most recent? What's her most recent win?
She beat Jessica I in 2020.
Jessica I was a contender before. She was a champ.
That was in 2020. She's 15-7. And then she beat Courtney Casey And
Courtney
2019,
Casey's
Courtney
good
Casey
too.
was 8-6. Like 8-6
Yeah.
is not a good record.
I know, but Courtney Casey now, she's all right. Okay. I just, I mean,
Botello, she beat Poliana Botello in 2018. That's a good win.
yeah, that is a good win.
She beat Joanne Calderwood in 2017.
JoJo Calderwood. There you go.
But that was that's a while ago.
Here's a little hot take for you. Jessica Andrade trains out of Parana Valetudo. You know who she trains with? Like girls out of her gym. Carol Rosa, who's got a fight like next week against Betch Carrera. And then Maria Oliveira, who's got a fight against Tabitha Ricci later in October. And also Mariana Moraes. All notable fighters that are in the same gym. Cynthia Calvillo, though.
You're right. Well, this gym is stacked.
Right. Cynthia Calvillo, though, she's training out of Team Alpha Male. I heard that from the Fight Night Pick Brothers. Or it's either that or it's on her Tapology. But anyway, out of that, we got Paige Van Zant. I think she went to bare knuckle, if I'm right, or something. And then Corey McKenna, then she was supposed to fight, but she got hurt or something, so she got replaced. Anyway, I don't know. I'm taking Jessica Andrade. I'm just trying to make an argument for Cynthia Calvillo, just to play that game, just to like see where I could have went wrong with this decision.
I'll be back.
Calvillo also beat Aspen Ladd. She's Esparza. Yeah. Real MMA News. He thinks the best bet for this fight would be under the 2.5, which would be plus 120, plus money. That is a plus money. If you take the under on this fight, yeah, that might be the way to go. Because I think Jessica Andrade's a little dynamite. She's a little pit bull.
I don't know if you saw her at the weigh-in. She is stacked.
Oh, always. She looks like Justin Bieber on steroids.
Yeah.
She does. Her face looks like Justin Bieber. She's a very handsome woman. Very handsome woman. She is. You got to give her that. Right. And I think she's going to get it done too against Cynthia Calvillo. But I was trying to make an argument for Calvillo. I just can't find it. She's 4 years older. And when it comes to female flyweights, 30 and 34, there are levels. They're different. You know, I mean, there's arguably you can say, well, Holly Holm, she's old, but she's also not a flyweight either. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess everybody's on board with Andrade. Nobody. Real News, are you taking Calvillo? Is anybody taking Calvillo? Nobody,
no.
Right?
No.
Andrade, that might be the trap.
No, go ahead. I got no problem with this one.
Minus 221 for Andrade. You think that those are fair odds? You think that's justifiable? It's warranted? I think maybe she should be like I don't know, maybe a minus 160 or something. But only because but you're right though. She's only lost to the best. So how you can't?
Yeah.
2 and 3
in the last. Ranked third, and Calvillo's ranked 7th. I mean, there's a reason there's a ranking system, right?
Was Jessica Andrade's ranked 3rd?
Yeah.
Do you have the rankings in front of you? Who's number 2 in flyweight? I'm just curious.
Valentino is number 1.
Of course. Lauren Murphy. Is it?
Chukagian's number 2.
Oh, Caitlin Chukagian, who Andrade already beat her.
Andrade's number 3. Lucky Lauren Murphy is number 4.
Yep.
Jennifer Maya's number 5. Joanne Calderwood's number 6. Calvillo's number 7. I like JoJo Calderwood as number 6.
You know what's crazy? It's a horrible division, but although everybody knows all the top fighters in fly, if you're even casuals know all those names that you just spit out. Yep. Even like casual fans, you say you know who Joanne Calderwood is to a casual fan, like not not like us, but like just somebody that watches UFC that once in a while they'll pay for a pay-per-view or they got ESPN Plus, they'll know who Joe Calderwood is. All those people you just named. However, the flyweight women's division sucks. It's horrible. It's the worst for betting. They're all coin flip. Like I think that and like middleweight, men's middleweight, that's horrible to bet too. The 185 is so tough to rank and to bet because those guys in the top 10, you can coin flip them all. You can take the number 15 guy, put him against the number 6 guy, and it'll be a coin flip fight. That's why I'm saying when I say it's bad, it's like bad to bet. It's hard to pick a clear winner.
Yeah, and the odds aren't great either.
Right. All right. Next, we've got the heavyweight showdown: Curtis Blades, Jairzinho Rozenstruik.
Odds aren't great here either.
What's that?
The odds aren't great here either.
Odds are horrible here. I know. -340 for Blades, +280 for Rozenstruik.
I got 300 and 240.
Yeah, and Razor Blades should dominate. I think he'll dominate this. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, even though he is no longer out of Team Biggie Boy in Suriname, he's actually improved and went to American Top Team. There's points for him for moving up to a good facility that may be able to show him some defensive wrestling, because Curtis Blades is going to control this fight from beginning to end via wrestling. He is a junior national champ, verified. He went to a junior college and dominated everybody there. He fights out of Elevation Fight Team, who everybody that comes out of that, you're frozen too, by the way. Well, now you're back. But Elevation Fight Team, they got that high altitude, so they're known to have good cardio. The fighters that come out of Elevation, because of that whole oxygen level, because they're Denver, Colorado, up in the mountains in a different, you know what I'm talking about. They're supposed to have a different. Shit. Yeah, aren't you in mountains, British Columbia? Yeah. So you're at a different elevation too. Like I'm at sea level where I live. It's sea level.
I go hiking at 10,000 feet.
Wow, that's
snow.
Skydiver. That's skydiver area. You can for real. You can. I went skydiving before, and you can like 8,000. You can skydive from 8,000 feet.
Check out my parasailing on paragliding.
I did. You and your boy. You and your kid, right? I saw that.
Yeah, skiing off a mountain.
It looked awesome.
It was fun. We do a lot of fun shit.
Yeah, I know. I was jealous of that. Anyway, Curtis Blades is coming off. Here's one thing though. He's coming off another striker, Derek Lewis, the Black Beast, caught him knocked him out, laid him flat round 2.
That's Derek Lewis though.
Yeah, Jairzinho Rozenstruik is kind of like a carbon copy almost. He does the same style. He waits for that punch. He watches and waits, and when he sees it open, he flings it. Except he got it against Augusto Sakai. What's his only 2 losses? Cyril Gane and Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So everybody
else.
Yes. So he beat Junior Dos Santos. He beat Alistair Overeem, Andrei Arlovsky. So
Crowder, Albini, McCarty, Kovalev. Yeah, okay.
That's why this one. I'm still taking Curtis Blades. Don't get me wrong, but he's got a slugger's chance. Jairzinho, he might do the same recipe to success as Derek Lewis. He might just wait for that punch and just weather the storm of grappling, of takedowns. But Curtis Blades, he can strike too. Don't let the wrestling fool you. He can throw hands.
Yeah, and let's be honest here. Blades has lost to Lewis and Ngannou, and he has beat.
He's got 3 losses. Who else did he lose to?
Overeem, Hunt, Olenek. Like he's beat some pretty big fucking names.
Oh yeah, he should. I had him against Derek Lewis. I think Curtis Blades is contender material. For sure.
He lost to Ngannou twice, and Lewis. So he's losing to big punchers. So Roz might have a chance. He's a big puncher. But no, I don't see it. I'm not putting money on it. Let's put it that way. A knockout chance, that's not good enough for me.
Plus 260. I know. I said in my show that I was going to hedge bet it. I didn't though. I just can't because I don't like the odds at all. But Curtis Blades, I think it's a lock for me. I think he wins 9 out of 10 times against Jairzinho. And you know what though? I think he wins 8 out of 10 times against Derek Lewis. But Derek Lewis had one of those 2 out of 10 time fights. You know what I mean? He had one of those. I think Curtis Blades should beat Derek Lewis 80% of the time. Jairzinho, even better. I think he beats him 9 out of 10 times. So 90 out of 100.
So can you take Biden?
Oh yeah, Joe Biden's ancient. And he's a clone. He's got a clone too. He's like he's got the clone.
What?
He's got a body double. How you can tell? Like? Yeah, you know how you can tell? I'll prove it. Everybody in the chat, you know how you can tell? Check out when Joe Biden was vice president to Barack Obama, okay? Your earlobes either attached, like mine, they're attached, or they have the space, the hoop, like yours. It has a space, mine's attached. When he was vice president with Obama, his earlobes were different. They don't change. They grow bigger, but they don't change. I think now they're like yours, but when he was vice president, they were attached, or vice versa. But somebody pointed that out, a conspiracy guy. It's like, look at Joe Biden, and you don't grow. Once they're attached for life. You don't grow that little notch. You know what I mean? You don't get that with age.
That's hilarious.
Look at. I know. I'm fearing for it. I fear from. I watch who's listening. I'm spilling the beans on Joe Biden's clone.
Oh my goodness.
He's a plant too. He's a plant. He was like yeah, I gotta keep my voice down. But I think he's just a puppet for the swamp, the deep state. I don't want to start talking politics, but
no, I'm surprised he's still alive. I'm very impressed. They're going to keep him alive for at least one term.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Once they're ready, they're just going to say unfit to serve as president. It's like a chapter 22 or something. I forgot what it's called, but then we're going to have Kamala Harris, a black female, be our president.
They got this already. That's a very woke movement for you guys. Congratulations.
Yeah.
We got a pretty white boy.
Yeah, he's part deep state too. That Gerard, what's his name?
Justin
Gerard? Is that his name?
Trudeau. Pretty close.
Yeah, he's part of that pedophile elite. He's been on Epstein Island. He's been on that. Oh yeah.
He led a very prestigious life as the son of a prime minister.
Yeah, he's been at Epstein Island. Oh, for sure.
He's got brown face pictures. He's got everything, and we still love him.
He likes a little bit of adrenochrome here and there. You know, adrenochrome. You know what that is all about, don't you? That's the worst stuff in the world. The worst drug in the world. They're farming babies in Hollywood. They farm baby. You know what? They farm babies in Brazil, in Peru, all these third world countries that have tons of unwanted children, like orphans. They fake as peacekeeper, like a loving John of God. That was one of Oprah's good book club buddies, John of God. He ran orphanages down in Brazil. That's a factory for children. They can extract adrenaline and make adrenochrome. Don't make me get my tinfoil hat on, boy. It'll get deep.
You were fucking Alex Jones all over it. All right. How do you feel about chemtrails? We all good there?
Oh, chemtrails, they've been around for. I remember when I was 10 years old, my uncle pointed them out. He's like, see that grid in the sky? How it's making a checkerboard? He told me that when I was before I was a teen, when I was like 10 years old. That I was like, yeah, I can see that. He's like, it's a checkerboard. He's like, that's a grid they're covering with chemical smoke to try to control the weather and the ions and the atmosphere and try to bring. It's like weather weapons. They're trying to bring drought. They're trying to bring or rain, flooding. They're trying to control the weather, and they've been trying to do this successfully at some points since the 70s through emissions of certain chemicals. Looking now we get looking. Oh boy, the chat. You know what? Where was it? Up here, Josh is like, you guys need to interact.
I know, I'm trying.
Now look at the rabbit hole we're going down. Now
this is what happens when we
look what you started, Josh. Look what you started. Now we're talking about chemtrails, adrenochrome, and baby farming, and Epstein, all sorts of crazy stuff. And Joe Biden's clone, fucking crazy. COVID was made in a lab in Wuhan, China. They already had the vaccines made at the same time they made the virus, they had the vaccines made. Just cash and to destroy the economies of the world. And it worked. Yeah. It worked in America, that's for sure.
We'll talk about Fauci's
socialize America.
Chinese technology later on.
To socialize America, now they have, because they gave out stimulus money, $800 a week for people that couldn't work. Now those people are pretty dependent on government assistance to survive. That's called socialism, bud. It's not capitalist anymore. I luckily worked through the whole COVID thing, so I didn't get affected. But I know a lot of friends of mine that now they need help. They need handout, or they can't. They need it.
Hey, dude, I got laid off for COVID. Wasn't fun.
Well, you live in a socialist country anyway.
Well,
I got
employment insurance until I got my other job, so whatever.
Yeah,
but I mean,
I know you're fine. I collected unemployment before. I was not. That was like 10 years ago, but I did before. It's no shame in it.
It's not a fun time.
I'm just saying the COVID put a big kick in the ribs, punctured the lung of the economy of the United States. That's for sure.
Damn right. I think everywhere.
Yep. Social democracy is somewhat a good thing. It is. It's not working down in Venezuela, though, is it? They have to line up at the grocery store and you get a number, and you have to, you're number 4. You can come get a loaf of bread now.
Fuck.
Just like Russia. Social democracy is like there's layers to this game. There's a couple layers below communism. Marxism's in there, all that. The best is capitalism. Have money motivation, run the country. That's why Trump was such a good leader. But
hey,
can't talk too loud. My wife's a Democrat. Anyway, I love her still. I have no hate to nobody. I know. Don't get all bothered by it, Bob Trotter. Don't get bothered. Just talking.
We're just shooting the shit here.
Just shooting the shit here. I'm just saying.
Speaking about shooting the shit, let's talk about Lawler and Diaz.
Yes, let's do that.
How is this fight still happening?
This one I've been back and forth because Nick Diaz coming in, he beat Lawler back in 2004. 2004, he knocked him out in the second round, and he's the leader he's the general. Well, his brother Nate is the general of the Nick Diaz army, but he's the he's the leader. He's the top dog in that army. He's had a 6-year layoff, 9 years since his last victory, and that was against a downhill BJ Penn. Since that fight, BJ Penn's won 9-1, his record since that fight against Diaz. So he was on his way down. His most recent fight was a no contest to Anderson Silva, which it should have been a loss, but then Silva tested positive for roids. 2-1 no contest in his last 5. not looking good for Nick Diaz. However, people are doubting his cardio because of his partying on. But he's that whole time it wasn't spent partying. He was also doing triathlons, staying active. He started the Nick Diaz Academy. He started that whole thing. So you got to imagine he's been training steadily. But Robbie Lawler's been actually fighting. However, he's been losing too. Robbie Lawler, lost to Neil Magny. He's lost like 4 in a row, I think, right? I know he's 1-4 in his last 5.
It's here. I'll pull him up for you just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, just pull it up.
Lost to Neil Magny, lost to Colby Covington, Ben Askren, Rafael Dos Anjos. Oh, he beat Cerrone in 2017.
Yeah, Cowboy Cerrone, he's right up with those guys.
Yeah, but come on. Okay. Cerrone was on his way out back then. And he lost to Tyron Woodley. So his last real win was a Carlos Condit win in 2016.
But I'm saying, where's Cowboy Cerrone and Tyron Woodley now, too? I mean, they're not.
Exactly.
They're the same place where Robbie Lawler and Nick Diaz is. Just not prime. It's like, so this is a very interesting fight. Robbie Lawler goes to Sanford MMA, though. Henry Hooft, Gilbert Burns, Vincente Luque, all like Sanford MMA. I'm a big fan of their facility. And Nick Diaz, I watched his media day, right? And he's kind of, I don't know, he's kind of not on point. Like he was talking circles sometimes with some of the questions that media were hitting him with, and he was just like, kind of like, he's never been a good interviewer anyway. But Robbie Lawler, when they were asking him questions, he was composed. He had better answers. He was quicker mentally. I don't know. It just seemed like I was taking Nick Diaz, and I still kind of am, but I don't know. What are you gonna last 6 years? You don't know. What's your take on this? What are you thinking? What are you thinking here?
You saw me take my stats. Take all your stats, throw them out the window. It doesn't fucking matter in this fight. This fight was supposed to be at 170 pounds. All of a sudden, a week before, Diaz says, "Oh, motherfuckers, let's make this 185."
Yeah, because I'm fat.
Are you kidding me?
I'm fat and I don't want to die. A guy that's fat that doesn't want to suck weight.
Like, no. The guy, did you see him weigh in today? He's cut as fuck.
I know, but what weight? 185, right? 185 and a half.
And come on, did you see fucking Lawler? Okay, Lawler weighed
Robbie Lawler, 185.
T-shirt on, shoes, wallet, cap.
Like, 184.
184, right. Exactly. So, okay, come on. You got to be kidding me. Okay, the UFC has, and this is tinfoil hat time. UFC has handed this guy a win. I don't understand. Lawler is pissed because he couldn't fucking make weight. So now, Lawler didn't have to cut.
No, I don't think Lawler's pissed.
So, Diaz is going to come in at 200 pounds, 15 pounds higher than Lawler. This is not cool, man.
Well, now they weighed in. They're virtually the same weight. Lawler said it didn't bother him the whole, because I saw his media scrum too.
Lawler didn't cut weight. Diaz did.
I know. He ate more. I saw his media, his interviews and stuff, and Lawler said he's like, whatever, it is what it is. I'm ready. He had a good camp. They're like, are you going to change your eating? He's like, I'll just eat more of the healthy stuff. I'm not going to have to worry about sucking weight anymore. That's what he said. He was like cool with it. He wasn't like upset.
He had 1 week to make the adjustment. Diaz,
right here,
in his win, the abs were defined. So I'm looking at tomorrow. Diaz weighing in at least 15 pounds heavier than Lawler. Easy. And he's got the cardio. This is a tinfoil hat time. UFC has handed this guy a fucking win. And a decent name to make it respectable. So as far as I'm concerned,
So what's after this? Jorge Masvidal?
Probably. No. I heard the take. No, Edwards is fighting. I think Edwards is fighting Masvidal next.
Leon Edwards?
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
There's your hot take for you, by the way. Straight out of Dana White's friggin' voice.
It makes you have a good argument. It makes perfect sense that, and Nick Diaz, this is his return. Here's another tinfoil hat thing. You know how he's that 6-year layoff? I heard 5 of those years where because he couldn't come back because he was suspended because all of his marijuana use, and he refused to go clean for a certain, because you have to pass the USADA. You have to pass
the monster. This is a silver platter from the UFC to Diaz saying, you know what? You will help our numbers so much. You will make us so much money in the next couple of years that we want you to come to the UFC. Please. Lawler doesn't make us any money, but you will make us some fucking huge money. This is UFC should never change weights a week before the friggin' fight. That doesn't happen. Lawler in the weigh-ins looked pissed. He was wearing a t-shirt. He was wearing shoes. This is not fair. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, but Lawler's not in on the fix, though. So if he can fight,
So you want to take Diaz to the ground? That's a really bad idea.
Yeah, I know. When the Strike Force days, Diaz was wiping through everybody.
You want to box with Diaz? Stand up? Really bad idea. like a really bad idea. You don't want to stand and trade with this guy. And on top of which, you're going to give this motherfucker 15 pounds advantage? Wow. Silver platter. Yeah. Hey, Diaz.
I'm with you.
Here you go.
I'm with you. I took Diaz by decision. A couple people took Lawler, but Bleed was not confident. Your boy, Vlad, that's Celebrities and Classics. Vlad. But then he changed his bet when he found out it was 5-round fight. Vlad took Lawler if it was 3 rounds. I talked to him. He said, now that I know it's a 5-round fight, I'm taking Diaz.
Yeah.
Because
it's not going distance, man. He's going to knock the fucker out.
You think Diaz is going to win by knockout?
Yeah. I'm just betting on Diaz for the win, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be within distance. I'm healthily sure it's going to be within distance. I think Diaz has better BJJ. I think Diaz has better striking. I think Diaz has better stamina. I think UFC is handing this to him. I think, yeah. He's beat Lawler before.
Yeah, he does have a lot of pull. He's got a couple of his boys on this card. His training card. He shouldn't even be a UFC
He was given
fighter.
A contract, and I don't know how many appendices there were to this contract, but this card is tailor-made to this motherfucker. So there is no way in my tinfoil hat that Diaz is going to lose this fight. There is no way. No way in hell. The UFC will lose so much money if Lawler wins. If Diaz wins, come on. Look at Nate. Nate can lose and make $100 million. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Are you serious?
I think
you know what? His brother can do the same thing, and UFC is going to cash in on that. Right. They're going to make the money.
Lawler, I think Nate is a touch overrated as a fighter. I think Nate, he's a showman. He's good to watch, but I think he's overrated. He's not as good as he perceives to be. Nate Diaz, good fighter, but overrated. I think there's so many better. He's not even,
Doesn't matter.
I think you're onto something, though. I think you're right.
Money.
I think you're right, but I don't count Robbie Lawler out, though. I got
$100 on Diaz to win this one.
I would do the same. I'm not gonna put $100 on him, but I might prop bet him. I got him in a parlay. with
I told you I
Andrade.
got $200 bets, and Diaz is one of them.
So, all right, let's move on. We've got.
Plus, by the way, Lawler has 15 losses. Don't forget.
Yeah, I know. And one to Diaz back in 2004.
Doesn't matter. Coming off a whole bunch of losses and going to lose another one.
Yep.
All right, the last two fights. Here we go.
Yep. We got this one should be a quick cover. Valentina Shevchenko versus Lucky Lauren Murphy. What?
I won't say a thing on this one.
Why? Valentina's minus 1,300. Minus 1,300. Lauren Murphy's plus 730. But she's not even worth the hedge bet. She's
there's 1,400.
Minus 1,300 on my paper. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. Minus 1,950 on Bet Online right now.
Yeah.
Minus 950. Lauren Murphy plus 950. I would have to. I'm gonna see if I can prop Valentina. See if I can get a plus number. Valentina. Oh yeah, method and round. If you do method and round, you got all plus numbers, no matter who you take.
Really?
Yeah, method and round. So you have to
check that shit out.
Valentina. I'm gonna say by TKO round 2 is plus 550. This is a 5-round fight though. And you know what? The thing is with Valentina Shevchenko, there's two Valentinas. There's the fierce, I don't like you, I'm gonna humiliate you, crucifix you, elbow smash Jessica Andrade Valentina. Then there's the one, you know what? You're all right. I'm gonna be technical. I'm gonna take it to the distance with you. That happened a couple fights. I want to say, who is it? You got a thing up? Her Tapology?
Oh yeah.
The ones that went is what was that girl? The Brazilian Jennifer Maia. Jennifer Maia. The one before Andrade, right?
Valentina?
Yeah, Valentina, her Tapology.
Nunez?
I know her losses. But I'm saying she has a decision over Jennifer Maia, right?
Oh,
before Jessica, yeah.
Right.
You know what? Jennifer Maia won one of those rounds. She won a round.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's like the only round that Valentina's lost since she's lost to Amanda Nunes. And you know, those losses to Amanda Nunes at 135.
Yeah.
That's not even her weight. She was going up a weight class. So you can't, Valentina's the GOAT. Lucky Lauren, her luck's gonna run out here. There's no doubt about it. It's just when. What you want plus money, you gotta nail how and when. And that's the thing with Valentina. If she likes you, she'll play with you. She'll let you take it to decision. She'll win. But you can't. That's why it's hard to pick her. Is she gonna get in there and just get the job done in first round, or is she gonna dilly-dally with you in a 5-round fight just to see your worth and mess around, get a little show time, and do it in the 4th round, or maybe let you go to the decision where she's already won every single round. So I don't know. It's up to her. And lately, I watched the Embedded. Lauren Murphy, she's on there cutting wood and building shit. What's Valentina doing? What's Valentina doing? Valentina's in there with Brandon Moreno, kickboxing. Brandon Moreno, champ, and she had like had a little. I think I saw her like in her interview or something, and she's like, "Oh, I've been just like where you been training?" And she's like, "I've been just going up the coast. I stop over, like she's in the Washington coast, like the whole coast of Washington. She's like, I go to Port, whatever, Edmond, Port. Who you got up there? Is that Colby Covington? Oh yeah,
that's my homeboy.
Huh. Okay.
DC's interviewing GSP. All right, so Daniel Cormier. Okay, sorry.
Oh,
I'll turn that
well,
shit
anyway,
off.
Valentina was saying how she's been going, and I follow her on Instagram, and she's showing pictures of her like on cliffs, doing yoga and stuff, like in the middle, like on a big hiking up a mountain on a cliff, and she's posing in the sunshine and everything. And she's like, but in between this, because she's enjoying her life, you know. But then she's going to the gym and training with Brendan Moreno, you know, who's a champ. What is it? What weight class is that? Bantamweight champ, Brandon Moreno, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bantamweight champion. She's in their kickboxing. Then they show on Embedded, they show Lauren Murphy cutting wood with her husband, Joe Murphy, like making shit for some gym, making a frame to put pads on the wall. I don't know. It just lucky. Yeah, this is gonna. If Lauren Murphy beats Valentina, I don't know. There's something that's gonna. No, it's gonna cold day in hell.
Yeah, no
There's no way. I don't see any way. That's why the question is Valentina going to toy with her and let her go decision, which is possible, or is she going to take care of business? I'm willing to bet. Look, because even Valentina, inside the distance, minus 250, not plus money. You have to pick the round and method to.
So I'm putting $5 on round 4 at plus 1,000.
Oh, look, by decision, Valentina by unanimous decision, plus 280. That's respectable. You think it's going to go or not? You think she's going to finish it early?
I think a cat is going to play with his food for a little bit, just for fun. It's definitely not going to go first. It's not going to go second. It might go third or fourth. Now, as far as betting goes, third or fourth, it's probably going to be a sub. So I'm going to go sub.
You don't know. You can just round bet. Look, yeah. Valentina in round 3. You don't have to pick method. Okay, plus 550. Valentina round 4, no method, plus 900. Valentina round 5, plus 1,500.
Whew. Oh, you're right.
Right. So if you pick the method, that just juices it up a lot. It juices it up.
Round 4 is plus 900.
Yeah. You think that's what's going to happen? That's a good payout. I wouldn't go crazy on a prop bet. It's a round bet, but
I'll put $5 on that.
Sure. Win $45 on a $5 scratch off that you have some knowledge in. Yeah. If you I watched the thing about did you ever see the clickbait stuff? It was like I was banned from sports gambling because I use some sort of mathematical betting where it's proven you to win every time. Arbitration betting or something. I forgot. It starts with an A. And these guys, and weird, I saw 2 different videos with the same title, said banned from sports betting. And the one kid, I think he's from Australia or New Zealand. Both of them, they had the accent. They had the hello. And
we'll talk.
And what's that?
Sorry, I'm just reading chat. I'm engaging it. I'm trying to engage the chat.
That's fine.
No, keep going. Don't stop.
Oh, I'm reading the chat now too. I'm trying. I got to get another one of these. But anyway, let's get into. These guys said there's a mathematical program that if you play certain, like it's all about your chances of winning. It's a math thing, okay? But they built a calculator that you just plug in odds, and they'll tell you your best chances of winning. Like this, Valentina and the rounds. If you sprinkle enough, like a certain dollar amount on each fight, there will be each round. There's a way that you can make out where you're guaranteed to be plus money. You know what I'm saying? The question is, how much, like, I think it would be like on 250, you would have to, the plus round one plus 250, you would have to put a certain amount. I don't know, $5. And it's different amount per round, but if you put them in this calculator, it spits out the answers. And this on YouTube, the guy was like, I turned in his Australian accent, he's like, yeah, I got banned from, and he posted like these 5 Australian books, online books that he can't bet on anymore. And he showed like his letters of there's a problem with your account, and he turned $200 into 8,600 using this method over a course of 6 months.
Hook me up. Hit me up later on.
But I watched it, and it's just like it's just too, you have to be very good. You have to plug in numbers and shit. Anyway, what I'm getting at,
that's what I do.
Valentina's gonna win in one of these rounds or by decision. So all that, if you nail the round, is plus money. And I think if you can sprinkle each of the later rounds, and you'll be fine. You're not going to lose money if it hits one of those 2 rounds. 900 and 1,500. So if I put 5 on 900, $45. If you put $5 on plus 1,500 in round 5, what's that? $75, right? For a $5 bet, or
that's pretty good odds.
So I don't know. I'm gonna probably round bet it, but not right now. I'm not gonna. Let's get into the main event. We've got the great Alexander Volkanovski taking on your pretty boy. If you was gay, that'd be your guy, Brian T. City Ortega.
Totally my guy. He's very pretty. He's got the friggin' the golden locks. If I was gay, that'd be my guy.
He is coming off a good victory over Chan Sung Jung, the Korean Zombie. He caught him with that spinning elbow in round 2, beautiful spinning elbow. And after round 2, Chan Sung Jung he was wobbled, and he was not the same fighter for the rest of the fight, and that's why T City, he couldn't put him away, but he did get unanimous decision because he conquered him after that spinning elbow rocked him. He trains out of Black House, which is a sister gym of Team Nogueira, FYI. He's got 2 inches of height over Alexander Volkanovski, and his only loss was a doctor stoppage to Max Holloway, round 4. Max Holloway, though, got beat twice by Alexander Volkanovski.
Whoa, okay, whoa, really?
On paper, on the books, he did. I agree with you. It was a robbery. Did
you watch the fight?
I did. You didn't let me finish. You jumped in. Okay. I think the most recent split decision fight against Max Holloway, Alexander got a robbery decision. He shouldn't have won that. He was outstruck. Even the stats say his significant strikes was all on Max Holloway. More volume. For sure, Max Holloway should have won that. But on paper, he is on a 19-fight win streak. In the records right now, 19-fight win streak. His one loss that he has, he's 22-1. His one loss happened in 2013 against guy Corey Nelson. I think it was some regional scene. But he did get knocked out, though. But what I'm saying, Alexander Volkanovski, even though he got the robbery, he's still great. He's still the great Alexander Volkanovski. However, city kickboxing, like I said earlier, great on the feet, but on that mat, Brian Ortega, if it goes to the ground, Brian Ortega, Team Nogueira is the parent gym of Black House MMA, where he trains. They know jiu-jitsu and ground grappling. Alex Volkanovski, city kickboxing, they know kickboxing and striking. So, keys to victory. Alexander Volkanovski, he sure can win this thing if he keeps it standing and he goes to striking. But Brian Ortega, if he's smart enough, He's got the smart fight IQ. He's going to take the dude down, control him on the ground, use his jiu-jitsu, and probably get a submission. Though that's what I picked up throughout my week of watching handicappers discuss this. So what's your take here?
Brian Ortega, my golden boy. T-City. 15-1. 15-1. His loss?
Max Holloway.
His win?
Dr. Stoppage. Most recent?
Yeah. He didn't even lose that fight. Like, it was a doctor, like the doctor said, nah, you should probably stop. He was ready to go.
Yeah,
mind you, it's Max Holloway.
He was not a pretty boy during that fight, I'll tell you that.
No, but Max Holloway dialed him up. But that's Max Holloway.
Yeah,
and I think Max Holloway beat Volkanovski and the last fight as well. Don't get me wrong. I had money on Volks because I was just throwing money around because I figured Holloway was going to fucking win it for sure. And when it happened, I was like, I can't believe I just won my money back. It was ridiculous. Point being, he's beat Frankie Edgar. He's beat Chang Jun Sung. He's beat Cub Swanson, Bernardo Buchacho, Clay Guida, Thiago Tavares. I don't know how far you want to go back. There is this. Maybe I'm biased, but as far as I can see, Alexander is not going to be able to freaking do this. And I get it. Alexander is undefeated in forever. And I get it. But I have a feeling for some reason, and this might be biased, I get it, I'm picking Ortega for this one because, to be perfectly honest with you, there's no value betting in betting for Alexander. There's value betting for Ortega, but there's no value betting for Orlando. So I'm going to put a little hedge bet on Ortega, and that's about it.
Who are you picking in Tapology? Ortega?
Yeah.
What's your method in Tapology? What are you going to say? How?
Hang on a second. I'll even show you. I don't remember. Here we go. I'm going to go with the decision.
What's that?
Ortega
Communist
decision.
Australia. You know, the only reason Alexander Volkanovski didn't have to go through that shit Dan Hooker did with the visa problems is because he was already here for Ultimate Fighter. He just never went back after Ultimate Fighter. So, and you know what I heard in Ultimate Fighter? Brian Ortega was a piece of shit as a coach. He sucked. He didn't care.
Fuck, for sure. Who the fuck cares? Yeah. Like he's no.
Yeah, I know. He was straight out just for himself. He was just doing it just for the show. But Alexander Volkanovski actually did help out like his team, and he picked a better team too. The final was filled with Volk boys, with all of Alexander, the team in Ultimate Fighter. The finalists were all Alexander Volkanovski guys. I'm just putting that out there. I don't know if it doesn't mean shit, but still, it's interesting. So yeah, I'm taking Alexander Volkanovski in the Tapology, but I'm gonna bet. I don't know. I might switch it now that I told you my gameplay. I think if Brian Ortega gets it to the ground, he can win. Because those city kickboxing guys are not good on the ground. They're not good. They're phenomenal strikers. Perhaps one of the best strikers, kickboxing, striking. I don't know, Tiger Muay Thai. They got a lot of competition when it comes to striking facilities, but they're slacking on the ground game. And Brian Ortega, Black House, that's the sister gym of Team Noguera. Or team, that's the parent gym. That's all jiu-jitsu heavy training. Like, I don't know the coaching staff or anything, but I'm sure they're all like black belt jiu-jitsu guys. You know what I'm saying? And Brian Ortega, I think plus money. What's he at? Right, I have written down plus 140. I think it might have changed a little bit.
Hang on a second. That's what we got here. I've got Volkanovski minus 188 and Ortega plus 162.
I've got Ortega plus 160. Yeah, your same thing, 163, and Volkanovski minus 188. Man, I am not confident though. This one, I don't know, man. Wonder what's the chat saying? Let's Volk smart not to go back to Australia. Yeah, you're right, because he would have been stuck there too, probably.
Yeah.
Look, Volk has also been dropped 3 times in the last 4 fights. Has he? But he still come out victorious. You know what I'm saying? And you're right, Holloway is not a power guy. He's a volume striker and he lands a lot, but they don't have a lot of heat behind him, for sure. Yeah. How confident are you
here? I mean, it's going to be wrestling. I mean, Volk's going to try and take him to the ground.
You're right. He's smart enough. Ortega's smart enough. He's got to know his path to victory. Hope he does not try to stand with him. But you know what? He did that awesome spinning elbow against Chan Sung Jung.
No. Okay, Volk's strategy is going to be wrestling. Get this guy to the ground and try and ground and pound him.
No way.
Control time. And
he's
I don't
want
think
to keep it
standing. Be able to,
I think Volkanovski's going to keep it standing too.
Yeah, no. Ortega's got this.
Yeah,
he's not going to let that little midget take him down.
I think I'm going to switch my bet. Now you talked me into it. You're pretty boy. Yeah, plus money. Plus money. Lift the shirt. Plus money. Absolutely.
Capper Comparison Picks.com. Get the merch.
Look at first real news MMA. Volk will take the fight by rounds if Ortega doesn't. Yeah, he does get those robbery decisions. He does. It happened.
Yeah, he beats Holloway by you're right.
But then look, Noah Allen. He's Luque over Chiesa confident. Burns over Wonderboy. You know what? I feel that too. Because those were both underdogs that came out on top too. Luque, he was underdog against Michael Chiesa, and Gilbert Burns was underdog against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I agree. So I think I'm gonna switch my pick to Brian Ortega. Yeah, I'll do it on Tapology. I just gotta remember.
No.
So let's make what?
That's my pick.
So what? We're differed. We have differences, don't we? We didn't agree on every fight.
No, we're pretty cool. No, we should be good. I'll still kick you.
Did we agree on every fight?
No, we didn't. I'll still kick your ass. Don't worry about it.
That's why they asked for method. That's where I'm going to beat you. I think we did. What?
Smack talking. Yeah. We'll see. Hey.
Let's make what's your 3 most confident fights? Let's make parlays right now.
Oh, shit. Okay. Parlays. Okay, hang on a second. To win fight, I need to go back. Hang on. Boxing MMA.
I like Uros Medic. I'm very confident with Uros Medic.
Okay. I like the doctor for sure. Santos is not worth the money. I think Chris Duckhouse is a pretty solid bet. I like Nazrat, but he's plus money. So, are we talking parlay here?
What's that? Hold on, I got
to Medic, Duckhouse, and Andrade. You got me?
Hold on, I got to sign back into Bet Online.
So I got Medic, Dachhaus, and Andrade, which I'm very comfortable in all those three.
Medic. All right, I'm gonna put him in as we're talking. Dachhaus and who?
Jessica Andrade.
Jessica Andrade. Let's see what that pays out.
I got plus 278. I love it.
All right. Chad Johnson. He's still fighting. Okay. Ooh, look at what is this? Bellator? Eric Spicely? I know that name. Okay, let me get down to it. There's a lot of events going on. Bellator, LFA. Okay, so Omar Morales, no. You said Nick. Oh, you like Nick Maximov, right?
No, I picked Medic.
No, do you like Nick Maximov or Cody Brundage?
Oh yeah, I do.
See, we're on the same pick for every fight.
Pretty close.
Okay. Merab Davishvili, no, he's too big of a favorite. Chris Dock is minus 205. That's fine. And who was the last one? The girl? Bieber on steroids?
Andrade, yeah. Medic?
Minus 225 for Jessica Andrade. I think if you're gonna go that route, you might as well put Davishvili in or Nick Maximov.
I like Andrade, Dachhaus, and Medic. Those are my comfortable.
I'll do that one. I'm gonna make another one too. Okay, that one.
Even that's plus 128. Sorry.
No, this one is plus 286.
Plus 278 here.
Oh, look at. Thank you, my friend. I nailed it too. Goldie by submission. That was plus 1,000. That was plus 1,000. That was. I did. That was you did better than I did. You went 11-2, right?
11-2-1. I did pretty good.
Oh yeah, the stupid draw, Haley Alatang. That was stupid.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But I don't think you lose your parlays if it's a draw. I think they just pull that fight from your parlay, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
No, it was good. I made money, so I sent you a T-shirt. That's what I did.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and I'm gonna send you one as soon as you gotta give me your address. I'll send you one.
Oh fuck yeah! Sorry. Yeah, but we can only do it. Okay, this is the deal.
After winning weekends. Winnings. Right. You can only buy it with your winnings.
So I did really well last week.
All right. I'm doing
I bought you a T-shirt.
I'm gonna do a nice this one I'm gonna get a 3-leg parlay that's gonna play that we both agree on that's gonna pay even more. We got Jonathan Pierce plus 126. Okay. Throw him in. I'm gonna throw in Nasrat Hakparas plus 129, and let's see, Nick Diaz plus 140. 3-leg parlay, all of them plus numbers. That will be a payout of plus 1,142.
I got plus 1,064.
Yeah.
What does a $5 bet make?
I don't know. I'm putting a $10 bet. It makes $10 bet on my book makes $114 on that.
Makes 116 for me.
Yeah. Place it.
Done. Yeah. No shit. I'm all over that.
And then I'm gonna make another one too. We're agreeing on every fight, so we can make a couple.
This is horrible.
What? This is awesome.
Horrible.
Okay,
we agree on almost everything.
Nick Maximov. Okay. Then Merab minus 250, and See, the rest of them are all crap odds.
I know.
Brian Ortega, plus 163. That one pays out plus 585 on my books. Place bet. Done. So we made 3 of them. I'm gonna pull up the 3, see if I can get on Bet Online on my laptop. I'm gonna copy paste them. I should be able to now.
All right, we got a pretty decent. We agree on a lot of shit. This is gonna be close. It's gonna.
Yeah, but our methods are different.
Yeah. Oh, totally different. But still, it'll be close.
It will be close. Might tie. Okay, so oh yeah, pending wagers. All right, this is cop. Oh, I'm gonna. We have good ones, all 3 of them. I'm gonna put my favorite one though. I'm gonna put this one in. Copy. This is the big money maker. The big money maker. Oh, they want to see the T-shirt. Hold on. Let me clean this up. I'll show you. I'll stand up, show you T-shirt. Jonathan Pierce. That's awesome. With Nasrock Hot Crest. Awesome. We should make let's see what a whole, like an 8-legger plays. You want to do that? Like Real MMA News. He's doing an 8-legger.
His T-shirt's better, which I bought him off my last weekend's winnings.
Hold on. Let me find out what this is. Plus 1142. Okay, chat. It's a trap. See the shirt? And he's got like the finger trap, the Chinese finger trap. Oh, it's awesome. I love it. So yeah, that's our best 3-leg parlay. We did make a couple others too. We made three nice. Yeah. I just don't want to have to. It's a pain in the ass to copy and paste it all. Oh, I'll throw this last one in too. Might as well. Copy, paste. The first one's, not bad. I mean, the first one doesn't pay out. It pays out like plus 280 or something. It's probably the only one going to hit, but maybe not. I want to put in like an 8-legger. I think we can. I'm very confident on a lot of these picks now. You talked me into it. The Nick Diaz, I think you're right. This is set up for him to help the UFC make money for sure. That's almost like that's a lock. Now that having beers with BC Dave, they talk me into a bunch of locks. That's a lock. That's a lock. That's a lock. And we gave the reasonings on why they're locks. So plus this one was what? 585, not bad. Yeah, where did you get this shirt? This one? Teesprings? I think it is like Teesprings. That's where you get Plus Money shirt. That's on Teesprings. Capper. I don't forget. Is it Capper Paris? I don't even know. There's a link on my channel. If you go to the channel thing, there's a something on there. Anyway, yeah. Here's our 2 these two are pretty good. The last one I'm not going to put up just plus 280, but I'm feeling confident. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna throw a $5 lotto ticket, big payout one, like 8 banger.
I'm dying.
Or $10. $10 on a 8 fight parlay. I'm just gonna keep out the high level picks.
So dying.
Huh? I know.
Right.
You're stoner. Burnout.
Fucking.
I'm just messing with you. All right. So Jonathan Pierce, I'm gonna put him in there. I'm not putting Matt Semmelsberger because he's minus 625.
No, don't.
I'm gonna put
no value.
Nick Maximov, Uros Medic. I'm not putting Tala Santos because she's minus 455 and she's going against my girl Roxy.
Wow.
I'll put in Chris Dawkins, minus 205. I'm going to put in Nasrat Haqparast, plus 129. Yeah, that one I'm still not confident, but I'll put it in this crazy parlay anyway. Marab, minus 250, sure. Jessica Andrade, minus 225, yes. I'm not. Curtis Blades, minus 340. Can't do it. Too thick, too wide. Nick Diaz, plus 140, in there. And finally, Brian Ortega, because Valentina's minus 1950. Ridiculous. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fight parlay.
That's huge.
What? I'm gonna risk $10. And
really?
Yeah.
Right on there.
I'm just $10. I'm confident with these. Place my bet. That wins $3,284.
I better get a nice T-shirt.
Let's see if I can.
I want a fucking sexy T-shirt for that shit. I don't want like a $100 T-shirt. I want like bling fucking shining out of it if you make that fucking bet.
Look, right here. Here's the end of it. I didn't clean it up, but look, risk 10 to win 3,000. Yeah.
That's like, can you pay my mortgage for a few months? Right there.
This, you know what, the perfect parlay pursuit, those guys, they do one of these every week, a $10 like large 8, 9, 10 leg parlay. Where's Real News? How much do you put on your 8-legger? $5? He does them too, 8-leggers.
Yeah. Well.
It's a good one. It's a good one. I like it. All right, we've been on almost 2.5 hours. Made all sorts of bets and parlays. Talked a lot of props.
And you know what? I think we're pretty good on this card. Like, we're pretty accurate on what's going to happen.
That's why I made that last bet. I mean, if I hit that, I'll for sure. Yeah. That'll be good. Oh, look, real new, $2 to $5. Still $5. That would pay half that on a 9-fight parlay. So $5 would pay, $1,600.
I want a sexy T-shirt for that.
Oh yeah, you'll get top of line. Yeah, I'll make one. I'll make a new one. I made that one year. I'll make one. A BC Dave T-shirt.
All right, homie.
I'll throw in a.
You know what? I think we got a really good lock.
I'll sign it like Vlad does. I'll hand sign exactly. Where's mine? Nora's got it somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, respect where.
How about the biking cap? The hat, the cyclist hat. You should get that. You should get the Bulgarian cowboy cycling hat.
I'm good. You know what? I got my homie signature.
Is he like watching boxing right now? Has he got his thing going on right now?
I don't know. I'm gonna check. Really?
I'm just curious. The LFA, is he covering that? No, he don't get that in Serbia, does he?
I have no idea. No, I only see us, and no, we're good.
Moraes, first round KO prop, plus 200 on FanDuel. I don't think he's going to get it, though. That's the
I have to
second hardest.
say, I am ridiculously confident about this card. I don't know why I'm so confident about it. I mean, I've got a bunch of underdogs, but I see this card so clearly. I don't know what it is, man. But
the bong hits. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, no, it's been like this all week long. Like I don't see my picks going any other way. I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes.
That's why I did the whole thing. Look at Noah Allen. I always feel confident. That's the way you gotta have it. You gotta always have the optimism. That's when you know your vortex is spinning the right direction. That's how you're gonna win. Optimism,
11,
positive thinking.
2,
you're gonna
and 1 last week.
You're gonna manifest it. You're gonna manifest the prosperity. You know, the abundance, abundance and prosperity. Huh? You should. That's, you know.
I did really good last week, and I feel more confident about this week than I did last week. So we'll see how it goes. Put your money in. Cash some tickets.
Key lime pie. Or fruit punch. Hawaiian punch.
Hawaiian punch. Hawaiian punch.
Is that what you got?
No, but I got like.
This one is key lime.
Oh, hang on a second. Wait 1 second.
Yeah, he always has to one up me. You know, it's like 7 o'clock over there in British Columbia, Canada.
Okay.
Right? 7 o'clock over there, right? Look at you. 7 o'clock in the evening, you're wasted.
So we've got Death Bubba, Purple Kush, or Wedding Cake. These are all good. I got no.
Oh, they're cool. Do you have a dispensary close to you?
Oh, 5.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta travel to Massachusetts for one, but it's like
we're good here.
Hour and a half drive for me.
But I mean, it's cheaper online and it's better quality online, so I just buy online.
Oh, really? Silk Road?
Oh yeah,
Silk Road, you a deep web.
Dark web. This is BC. You can get mushrooms. You can get weed. You can get pretty much anything you want. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's dark web stuff. You got the
no, it's legal.
Tor router.
No, legal mushrooms here.
Huh?
Bad.
Yeah, I think you can get them here in dispensaries here too.
Yeah,
mushrooms. Absolutely, they're not even. That's not like controlled substance.
No, exactly.
It's weird. It should be. Should be controlled substance.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want and
almost have a heart attack laughing my ass off when I eat them.
Oh my God! Real news. Stay away from the Joe Rogan.
Oh, look at. I know Joe Rogan. Didn't he take that horse medicine because he got COVID? Yeah, it was Intravexin or something. He took like horse. Like
I'm not just in that fucking any way, shape, or form.
Veterinary stuff. I'm not going to get the vaccine, but I'll take horse medicine so I can get rid of my COVID.
All right. You know what? I think we agree on a lot of our fucking fights, which is unfortunate. But our picks will determine.
It's a good thing, I guess. I think I'm gonna on Tapology. I'm still gonna pick Alexander Volkanovski, just to be different.
There we go.
But me, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm still on the fence with that. You're right, though. I'm confident in a lot of these fights too. I don't see them going any other way. Except for maybe the fluke, like motivate Roxanne. Maybe she'll get a fluke win. Or Cody Brundage, he might spoil the party. Nick Maximov, unproven. Jalen Turner could spoil the party too against Eurosmetic. There's arguments for Omar Morales.
Is not gonna lose. Medic is a lock.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I agree too. I agree. I'm pretty confident with a lot of these picks too, man.
I know, it's scary, eh?
Omar Morales, though, he's only had one loss in his career, but Jonathan Pierce, if he wrestles him, that's the thing. I talked myself into it. Talk myself into him. All right. Well, good.
We agree on a lot of this.
Go to
bad.
You gotta go to it's still, like I said, it was 7:00 over there, right? Used to be a lot of night left. It's 10:00 here. My kids are already sleeping, I think. But I'm going to maintain this positive Amanda Hebos energy as remember Josh Aragon? He used to have the Parlay Punch show. They quit that though. I wish they never did. I love that show.
Nick Alexander, Punch. Real MMA, Noah Allen.
What's that?
We got a lot of
Ivermectin. That's what it's called. Yeah, you know what? He's right. I did see that stuff in a bottle for humans, prescribed to people. I was just busting his ass. I like Joe Rogan. I was just busting his ass about the DMT and the horse tranquilizer.
But okay, so if Joe Rogan is performing at all these events and he's flying to Florida and he's doing all this shit, why wouldn't he get vaccinated?
Maybe was he vaccinated? He was vaccinated.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't? Was he anti-vaxxer?
Apparently, until he got it. And then he spent like millions of dollars getting himself fucking healthy. Like getting himself pumped full of fucking drugs. So I don't know what, I don't get it. Like,
oh look, we got
really,
some
Joe? You should have information before you fucking
Ivermectin
do all these shows in fucking Florida.
Safer and cheaper than the vaccine. Price doesn't matter. Joe Rogan though, he's a billionaire.
No, that's exactly it. But I mean,
used to flatten the curve in India.
He did all these shows. Good. So guys traveling in an airplane, airports, dealing with a whole bunch of fucking people. He's not vaccinated. And now he finally gets it, and he's like,
he's a super spreader.
Right? That's pretty
super
weak,
spreader. Joe Rogan, super spreader. I didn't watch it, but I saw like clickbait. It said and it showed Dana White. Dana White said he's an idiot or something, and effing idiot, but it showed F asterisk KING idiot. And it had quotes like Dana says he's an effing idiot, and it had somebody else commenting on the whole ivermectin thing. I didn't click it though, but I saw like a clickbait YouTube video with that as the title. Mine are just pictures of me.
All right, well, I think we got a pretty good, decent card going on here. Shit.
Yeah, I got baseball games going on right now, I bet. Wonder how they're panning out. I'm degenerate like you, man. I gamble all the time.
Sports. You know what?
I'm trying to find that edge. Like they were talking about, like Real MMA was talking. He mentioned something earlier in the chat when I was talking about the videos and stuff. I wasn't paying attention though because I was off in another world. But he said something. Oh, right. If you bet $2 consistently, bet $1 and you lose. Bet $3 and you lose. Bet $7 if you lose. Bet $15. Then you go. Then when you win, you go back to $1. Continue. Eventually, you'll make money. I don't know. It's too risky though. Because what if you lose?
There's a formula.
There is a formula. You can't even say formula right now.
I actually know it, and it kind of paid me out. But there is a definite formula. It's expensive. I got it. If you want it, by all means, go ahead. Minus 140, 10 bets a day. That's the way you go.
So if you find favorites at minus 140 or better, and you make 10 bets a day with that, you come out winning.
But you got to make some serious bets though. That's like $100 a bet.
Right.
And minus 140, 10 bets a day. You have to keep it rolling. There is no ifs, ands, or buts.
But that applies to any sport. You can bet ping pong like that, right?
Minus 140.
That's I do. It doesn't always pan out, but I parlay favorites in sports. I don't know. I'll take two. I'll do a two parlay with favorites minus something. If it's big favorites, I'll put 3 parlays into it. You know what I mean? I'll put 3 into a parlay if it's
minus 140, $100 a bet, 10 bets a day. But fucking, you better know your shit, because that's fucking scary. That's $1,000 a day, by the way. But it pays out.
Yeah, I know. Australia seems like they've been locked down for the past 2 years.
Oh, we got like 1,500 fucking cases in Alberta. I think we got 1,000 in fucking. We probably got like 10,000 in Canada here.
Oh, we got a bunch of them. On our local news, they show numbers every day of more. My wife's a teacher, and they have half her school is always part of its quarantine because some kid didn't wear his mask right and
fucking dude, seriously, kids are super spreaders. Whatever, kids are kids. I hope your wife is vaccinated. She probably is.
We're all we are. My job requires me to be, otherwise I can't go to certain work sites because they're like vaccinated people only. So at certain I travel a lot and go to different places, and a lot of these places won't let me in because they're military or government run places.
Oh.
Vaccinated only. So I had to get it regardless if I was liked it or not. I'm fine with it though. I bought stock in Pfizer, Moderna.
Smart move. Yeah, you're really good move on that one.
That's a sure plus money bet right there. That's a sure plus. And you know what? I bought the shit
N95 masks. You're gonna make
before the vaccines came out. I bought Moderna. I bought Moderna when the vaccine was being studied. Okay, Pfizer. I didn't buy them until I got a Pfizer vaccine because I was hoping I'd get Moderna, increase my stock. But then I got there and they're like, I go, what am I getting? He's like, Pfizer. I go, can I see the chip? And he's like, he goes, nanoscience, buddy. You can't see that with your naked eye.
Baller answer on that one. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that's the best answer you could have given.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So anyway, I got the Pfizer, and then when I was you have to sit like 20 minutes after you get your shot, and you have this double shot twice, 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And when I was sitting for the first one, I was on my phone on E-Trade, and I was like, you know what? I bought like $200 worth of Pfizer too.
Good move.
Yeah.
Good move.
No, we only know each other through YouTube MMA community. He lives on the other side of the country. He's in Canada, British Columbia. I'm in New York. I heard, you know what? I heard Johnson & Johnson's the worst. That one's like the most blood clots. And what did you get?
My first one was Pfizer. My second was Moderna.
It's like really? You got a hybrid, just like your sativa and your indica. You got the hybrid, half and half.
Yeah. Mutts are the best dogs ever.
Vlad got the special Serbian one.
Oh, fuck. I don't know what the hell Vlad got. Vlad got the fucking Russian, God knows, like,
right.
No fucking.
He still got sick.
And, yeah. And now he's got fucking other
now he's going to the hospital every day for something weird.
I mean, I don't want to point, like, 1 and 1 equals 2, but Like he just got his weird ass fucking shot, and now he's having neurological issues.
What brand was it? And he was like,
I have no idea.
He said it's Serbian. That's what he said. His answer. I go, what'd you get? Who made your shot? He's like, Serbia. Okay.
And now he's got medical issues.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I
hope he's okay.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I'm glad. I hope he's. Yeah, he seems to be okay. He's just taking precautions, I think. But I don't know. It might be something underlying. I have no idea. I'm not a doctor. But I was just like, oh, I don't know what they got in Eastern Europe. I thought they had the same. I thought Pfizer and Moderna. They're worldwide companies. They, Johnson & Johnson too. But Ty Garcia got the. You know what? Everybody in New Jersey got Johnson & Johnson too, without a choice. The whole state. If you're in New Jersey, you get Johnson & Johnson too. But that's the one I heard that people get the most negative effects in the United States, like blood clotting and some stuff like that.
Go out and be healthy. Be a healthy fucking person.
Yeah, I consider myself pretty healthy.
I've got a buddy of mine who is double vaxxed in northern Alberta, and he got COVID.
Oh yeah, you can totally still get it. You can still get it.
Yeah, well, that's it.
But you'll overcome the symptoms, and you'll overcome it a lot better if you didn't.
Well, that's it. I mean, the whole camp is fucking riddled with it. He's the only guy who was double vaxxed. He's there, and he's like, dude, I'm fucking watching Netflix in my hotel, getting drunk and smoking weed. And he's like, yeah. I feel great. But because he's positive, he's got to be quarantined for so long. So he's getting paid to get hammered.
I get where I work, if one of my family or I get tested positive, I get 80 hours worth of COVID PTO, meaning I get paid 80 hours to sit home. Yeah. 80 hours worth. That's 2 weeks of work.
Well, this guy's in fucking this guy's
quarantine
in the middle of fucking nowhere. So they've got to feed him. They've got to like he's and then so he's like, I'm just hanging out. I'm having a great time. Yeah. Fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But he's healthy. Like he's COVID positive, but he doesn't have any no symptoms whatsoever.
Very weird. Yeah. I think I had it before when it was fresh. And because everybody where I worked, my old job, in February of 2020, the whole place got sick bad. People that never take a day off took full weeks off. And that was before it hit the media and before it was the COVID coronavirus and all that stuff. This was before lockdown, before sports stopped, before all that. February, when I started my channel, when I started this channel here, everybody where I worked at got real sick. My daughter she was sick for 2 weeks. So I think it went through our household and my job before there was even, before it was but whatever, doesn't matter now. I mean, vaccines out and all right, let's wrap this up. We've been on forever talking about not fighting. So, by the way, the Earth is totally round. Flat earthers, it's been proven so many times over that they're off. They're wrong. I mean, there's so many you can look at the horizon. I can't believe
you even mentioned that.
Because earlier, Real News, but you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt you. And Real News said back after that Brooke or that guy called me an idiot. They're in the heat of the conspiracy talk and stuff. During that part, he asked me flat or round Earth, and I wanted to answer him, but you're talking about something, and I didn't want to interrupt you.
No,
now,
yeah,
it's definitely round. Definitely round.
Well, I was worried there for a second.
I just came to me. I just forgot, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I wanted to say it, but you kept talking. And I didn't want to interrupt you."
Round.
I don't
I was working there for a fucking second, man.
The chat interaction is hard to chat, interact, and do the show simultaneously, especially if it's off topic. Like Josh Aragon comes in and just gives out random, hey, what do you think about zombies? Is a zombie, if you kill a zombie, is he dead twice? Is he double dead? What? We're talking about fighting. It's just, it's just.
What's your work? Do you have an answer to the question? Oh my God. We are not sharing what our work is. There's no way.
The vaccine works and the earth is round.
Listen to Eddie Bravo. MMA News. If you listen to Eddie Bravo, you got some fucking.
Eddie Bravo is got awesome.
Some concepts that are like way.
Eddie Bravo, he knows. Eddie Bravo,
he's awesome, for fucking anything at all.
Dude, the whole adrenochrome pedophile ring, Hollywood elites and Washington elites, the Pizzagate, all that stuff. That shit's real. That shit's real, but it's kept under hush hush for real. All
right. I'm not. I'm done.
Huh?
I'm done. I'm not saying anything about Pizzagate. I'm not saying about it.
Do you even know about it? You know about the Wayfarers conspiracy? All that?
Wayfarer conspiracy? No.
No?
And I don't think I want to.
It's a real quick one.
All right, far away.
Okay. Wayfarer was selling these wardrobes. You know what a wardrobe is? You keep clothes in it. And they were selling a wardrobe. One wardrobe would be, $500 or something, whatever, $1,000. They'll have the same exact wardrobe, but they'll name it like a kid's name, and they'll sell that shit for $50,000. Same fucking wardrobe. Somebody in Reddit chased the name and turns out to be the name of a missing person. Then the SKU number, that SKU number for the item, he went onto a Russian internet server, typed in the SKU number, and it showed a picture of like a kid. And that's what you were getting when you ordered the $50,000 wardrobe through Wayfarer. It was a child trafficking thing. And it was busted and they stopped doing it, but it was for real. You can YouTube search it or Google search it. Wayfarer, the company that ships furniture and stuff, they had a Zodiac. Yeah, Wayfarer conspiracy.
Free couch from Wayfarer.
Yeah. If that couch was called the Oliver couch, you would have got a boy named Oliver. But you would have had to pay $50,000 for that couch.
That's horrible.
So that's the Wayfarer. And you know who used to order a lot of named furniture? Ellen DeGeneres, because she's part of that Hollywood pedophile ring. Okay, listen to this.
There is no recovery for Ellen.
The guy that traveled the world eating food, Anthony Bourdain.
Who committed suicide? Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, he didn't commit suicide. Listen, him, the guy from Soundgarden, Chris Cornell, or him, and the guy from that other band, Crawling in My Skin, whatever that.
Nirvana. Nirvana?
No, not Nirvana. But anyway, those celebrities were speaking up against the pedophiles and the adrenochrome baby farming, all that stuff. Coincidentally, they all died from suicide. Weird. Coincidence? It's just Anthony Bourdain. Why would he want to kill himself? His life was great. He traveled the world doing.
He found out that his greatest love was cheating on him.
But I don't know. I'm just saying it's kind of
the love of his life was cheating on him. He was an emotional fucking basket case.
I heard he spoke out just like Chris Cornell and the other guy from what is that other Linkin Park, the one singer from Linkin Park. That guy, they spoke out against Chester. There, thank you. There you go.
Chester Bennington.
Yep. Look, he's on it. He's on it. Look.
Our fucking viewers are fucking on the ball on this shit, motherfucker.
See, all tied to doorknobs in their hotel room, because you can hang yourself. You tie the string rope to the doorknob, go roll over the door, and shut the door, and yeah, all of them spoke out against the whole evil pedophilia in Hollywood, and look what happened to them, because they're speaking about the adrenochrome, the baby farming. Mel Gibson, he's still alive, but Mel Gibson, he got blacklisted after he was in a drunken fit and talked about.
That was hilarious.
They're selling baby blood on the black market in Hollywood and all that. Yep, exactly. There you go. See, you guys, they're on it. Look
all
at.
Right.
All right.
I'm putting my tinfoil hat away. I'm gonna.
I know. Look at, you're tired. It's 20 after 7 out there. It's 20 after 7. You better get to bed.
It's been a long fucking day though.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right,
guys.
Cash them tickets.
Oh man, look at. I can go on all night, guys. I could. Don't get me started. I gotta go. Yeah. So gather the info, place the bets, cash those tickets. I appreciate you guys hanging out and discussing conspiracy talk and stuff. I love it. I could go on forever with it, but this was supposed to be about fighting. so good luck on your bets. Huh?
We got some good bets.
We do. We got very good bets. I think I'm gonna make a bunch of money tomorrow.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah. So good luck on all your guys' bets, and hopefully I'll see you next week for when I cover the next card. All right.
Have a good
Later.
night.